Alright. Cool. I know it's a bit early. Started 5 minutes earlier than expected, but hey. Early bird gets the worm. And speaking of early bird gets the worm, so I just logged in. I've actually been really bad. I think my energy's overflowing, isn't it? Oh no, actually, okay, I was expecting my energy to be over the top. Because I haven't logged in at all today. I literally just logged on, which meant that I got my 3 logins, or my 10th login for the, what is it called? All new program. Which means I did get another 3 rolls, which means I do, technically speaking, have another 10 rolls. So in theory, I could do another 10 roll for me, RB. But no. Let's not be degenerate. Let's not roll straight away at least. But new week means there's a lot of things to do. It means, of course, everything has been reset. There is the Hollow Zero I need to redo, which is going to be the Lost Void. And also there's a bunch of new events. So there is, I still need to do Bangboo versus Ethereal. I've been saving it because, you know, it's the typical wait today. So we can do the entire Bangboo versus Ethereal event. The new Where the Stars Shine Bright event is happening. And also I can still do the Harumasa agent story. So we're going to do probably pretty much all of that, right? Harumasa agent story, Bangboo versus Ethereal, the first bit of Where the Stars Shines Bright, and then also all of the weekly nonsense. So first things first, let me quickly go ahead and do my dailies. I mean, should I do a 10 pull, a cheeky 10 pull? I've got the 10 already. It's not like I'm spending any of my polychromes for it. You know what? It's Christmas. Let me quickly do this and then I'll do a 10 pull. It's gonna sour the tone of this entire stream though if I do that like one 10 pull and I get like absolutely nothing. Here's the thing. If I get good luck here, then we'll know. Okay, Denny's. I got quite a few bit of Denny's though. Also, what's up, JP and Danchik and Ahmed? Pixelated as well. Oh yeah, Danchik, you were here like ages ago, before the stream even started. Alright, let's grab our coffee. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. Ah, it doesn't really matter. But you know what? I'm feeling jolly, I'm feeling merry. Maybe, you know, Christmas spirit. Let's do a 10 pull. Yeah, why not? Gambling, woo! Okay, no, we've got nothing. I'm closing this out. I don't even want to look at what I got. It's a Ben. Alright, no more. Just the one. Let's go ahead and do our training really quickly. What do I need? I think I need XP. I always need XP actually. I want to try and raise up Harumasa as well. And to do that, I need a... Actually, you know what I need? I need this. I need attack polarizers because... What am I... Oh no, I got quite a bit actually. What I can get is the engine experience. That's what I need. And it's a Mimu. I mean, I guess you can call it a Mimu VTuber. It's a cat VTuber model. Use a guaranteed on Miyabi and potentially get our engine or save for Astro and Evelyn. Oh, well, hang on. If you have a guarantee... I'd say... If you have guarantee, absolutely go for Miyabi. Like, this is still early on in the patch. So, if you use your guarantee now... By the time Astra and Evelyn do actually come by, you'll probably have plenty of polychromes back again. Like, there's still the full patch for 1.4, and then all the polychromes that we'll get in 1.5 as well. So I'd say go for it, Arturo. Saving for Astra. Ooh, Fugu! Dude, I'm so sad that I don't play Star Rail anymore, because... Honestly, Fugu, or like basically Tingyun, it's tempting me. It's tempting me to come back. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll leave it at that. 84 stamina as long as I'm not maxed out. Because I just want to go back and do Lost Void again. Give me that fun mode. Same comment. Dude, out of curiosity. So obviously Evelyn and Astra. I feel like, am I the weird one for saying I don't care about Astra? Like, I'm all in for Evelyn. Like, I get it. Astra is our first support agent. She's probably going to be super broken and busted. But like, Evelyn though. Damn. Damn though. For me, Evelyn takes the cake. She has one too as well. Yes, Lost Void. We don't need to do Hollow Zero because we can do this instead. I can do difficulty 5. Right? Okay, I haven't even done a regular run first. And this should give us 4,000 plus 4,000. I think. Does this give us the full bounty commission? I guess we'll see in a second here. Okay, I'm so glad that the people that are on my side are saying that Evelyn is better. Because the only reason he started playing Star Rail. Dude, honestly, if they didn't kill... Oh, spoilers, I guess, for patch 1.2 of Star Rail. If they didn't kill off Ting Yun in the Star Rail story, I would have kept on playing. Once she... Well, I guess, to kill her, you know, she went crazy. She went sicko mode or whatever. If they didn't, like, get rid of her in the story, I would absolutely still be playing. Hollow Zero's gone, so yeah. I mean, Hollow Zero is still there, I guess, if you want to do it. For new players, there's still the first-time rewards. That's always nice, but I mean, yeah. Lost Void is just, to me, so much nicer, so much cooler. Let's go left, left, left. Left all the way. The same was said for Ranmei and Robin and Squirrel, and look how they turn out. Oh yeah, Avowed with supports. I mean, it's true, but to be fair, have we gotten anybody as hot as Evelyn in those games? Probably, but like, still, it's just, come on. Evelyn looks so hot. Am I gonna do? I am gonna do Harumasa's agent story. Yes. So plan is do all the weekly stuff. So it's essentially just gonna be, I guess, my Notorious hunts. The what is it called? Lost Void here, agent story, and then the event. So the Arc Knights event, Bangboo versus Ethereals, and then the first little bit of the like the quiz thing. You lost Soldier 11 to Miyabi and Caesar. Ooh. Wait, you lost Soldier 11 to Miyabi? Oh, you lost the 50-50 and got Soldier 11. Ooh, that's always rough to hear. Astra to power up a Shiyan team. When you say power up, do you just mean like assemble people with more fat asses? Because if so, I'm all for it pixelated. That's a valiant cause. That's a team I can get behind in multiple ways. Oh, why are they all so far apart? I want a golden Denny Boo myself. Dude, actually, speaking of, so I mentioned in the news the other day that there's that pop-up store for Zenless Zone Zero. I'm so sad that there aren't like Bangboo plushies that they're selling. It's such a missed opportunity. They would sell like absolute hotcakes if they made like little Bangboo plushes. Also, what's up, Ethan? I am really liking Miyabi. Okay, well, let me put it like this. Miyabi's gameplay is really, really fun. She's nowhere near like the looks of Astra, or not even Astra, of Evelyn or Shuyen. They still take the cake for me. Again, cake, multiple meanings. But I will admit, she's really fun. She's really strong as well. Like, I mean, look at this shit. I'm clearing stuff. I'm not even like paying attention. I can read chat. This is great. Oh, a boss stage? Oh, this is gonna be done over. This is gonna be over like really quickly. Oh my god, I'm not. Oh, because of the Lost Void, I only need like 2,000 points for an ultimate. This is actually so busted. This is just like the thing I like about Lost Void, and to an extent, what Simulated Universe was in Star Rail, is that the buffs get so ridiculous. It makes you feel like Batman, or makes you feel really powerful. Getting to ult with only like 2,000 decibels, getting to spam all this stuff, getting the extra buffs. It's like if they were just saying, you know what, have fun. Off heal agents, slowly recover HP, that's fine. Let me just quickly double check some stuff here. Dude, don't even get me started about her Mindscape stand chick. Again, if it weren't for the fact that Astra and Evelyn are coming out next, I would have absolutely splurged and gone for Mindscape 2. It makes me feel like Captain Marvel, yeah. Let's go with this one. And is your name Shan? It is not Shan. It is close though. My name is Shane in real life. Wait, let me check. Left, left, left. We can do that. Is there a boss here? What is that little blood icon there? Environment toxic fog. Oh, okay, that's fine. Oh, can't these two Thanatoses like group up for a bit? Oh, there we go. Dude, it's just so smooth, her gameplay. I think we need to stop talking about Mindscapes, because if we talk about it more, it's going to remind me about how strong she is once she gets Mindscape 2. And then it's going to tempt me to pull for her again. And I don't want to do that. I need to save my polychromes for Evelyn. Let's buy that. I may as well buy everything out. I'm going to try and buy everything just because I want to get the polychrome rewards for getting all the new items and whatnot. Oh, that one guy's just far away enough that he doesn't get hit by this. Oh, never mind, he's dead anyway. Honestly, with Miyabi, it feels like at times you forget that you have a team, and it's like, oh right, I have other people that can also do damage, because you just want to like solo everything with Miyabi. Sure, let's go with this. So what's up, Miles? Did I see Geek Expulse? No. Why? Were they really good or really bad? On which scale of the spectrum were they? I need to put my shield again. And what's a fizzy? Did I get any good discs for it? I think I got pretty lucky with a lot of the discs. I'll show it off in just a second here. But a lot of my... how do I put this? A lot of my discs have the crit rates and whatnot substats. Unfortunately, not all of the rolls went into those substats, but the fact that I have those substats is pretty good. Is insane a sufficient answer? Oh my goodness. Again, you're tempting me with the stories of people getting good luck. Because now you make me think, oh, I could get that good luck as well. But here's the thing. I realized that I have had, over the course of like the various 50-50s that I've done, or like the pulls where I had to do a 50-50, I have gotten insanely good luck. Because like, I have pretty much won, I think, every single 50-50 since like Ellen, I think, honestly. And I just know that there's gonna come a point where it bites me in the ass. I'm gonna lose it eventually, and I'm scared. Because I won the 50-50 on Shuyen. I won the 50... Okay, I lost the 50-50 on Jane. But like the very next pull after I got spooked by Nekomata, I got her anyway, so I'm not really calling that a loss because I got it anyway. Otherwise, every single time there was a 50-50, I've won it. So I know I'm jinxing myself by saying this, but it's gonna come back to haunt me at some point. Oh, I've got both of these. Let's see. Shortest route of action. Middle, right, middle. Wait, did I go the right way? Middle, right, middle? Yeah. You've been super lucky you don't lose any 50-50. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to test this luck. Supply station has so many goodies. Are you from the association? Take this, you never saw me here. Got it? Okay. Oh, I keep forgetting I have a Bangboo as well in this mode. You can just force out a chain attack. The devs are hinting for Mockingbird in this new Bangboo event. Ooh. And coming north. Dude, coming north is... I'm so sad that the Neps Bangboo is like Agent Kui or whatever and not Kami North. If it was Kami, oh my goodness. I would get dupes of him and everything. I would spend all my Bangboo pulls on him. You lost 50-50 tries? Dude, losing the 75-25 feels like the worst possible thing I would imagine. Like, the odds are in your favor. And yet still. Ooh. Blah, blah, blah. Ooh, yeah. Let me actually put up a shield really quickly. Increases days. Yep. Get a quick little heal. That. Ooh. Energy regen reduced, but decibel generation. Yeah, let's go with that. Duration of vital view. Let's just buy whatever. Dude, also look at this. Look at how cute Eos is. I'm sorry, but can we just take a moment? Look at him. The hands behind the back. It's like, this is like the Bangboo version of Naruto running with your hands behind your back. Is Section 6 Bangboo better than Plugboo? Wait, Plugboo, is that the A rank one? But yeah, the Section 6 Bangboo is very good. And what's up with the icebreaker? You lost 75-25 on Jane's weapon and you wasn't even aiming for it. Oh wow, you wanted the set engine. Okay, well, I guess it's a happy accident. You get a free guarantee for something that you do want. But I feel that though. I remember, I think I was the same thing where I was like, Seth was that same one where he kind of had a special engine where it's like, okay, well, you kind of really want his because there's no really other good alternative, right? Which is why, like, the only engines that I've gone for that are like S-ranked ones are in that same boat of there's no good alternative, so I need to get them. So like for Miyabi and what is it called? Caesar as well. Alright, there's a second phase right over here. FBI Boo, no. What are you doing over there? Get out of there. This should finish off the arm. Kami is your favorite character in the side quest? I hope he... Dude, I hope... Like... The Bangboos are just in general my favorites. It's crazy how cool some of these side characters are. Like Kami North, on it, like Shao, the little I don't know what you would call her, like the store assistant. She's super cute as well. It's so fun whenever there's a new what is it called, event where she's like helping out, or she has a little pop-up store and she's like, "Hi there, I'm just here to help out." She's like a little Girl Scout, you know. Alrighty, I think, does this give me the full 8,000 points I need for the weekly? I hope so. Oh yeah, more than enough, 10,000. I think, well hang on, that's Shadow Crystal data, but I assume it counts for the other stuff too, right? Okay, yeah it does, perfect. And then, because this is always the nice thing about new content, like more polychromes. And that's why I said, like, you have plenty of time this patch. Honestly, I feel like with the amount of new stuff that's added in, and obviously all the free giveaways and stuff like that, I feel like it's very easy for anyone. Even if you started with nothing at the start of this patch, you will get enough polychromes to guarantee at least like one copy of Miyabi. Even if you start off with 0, you lose the 50 as well. I think there's enough polychromes in this patch to guarantee a Miyabi at least. What can we upgrade? This. Go willy-nilly here. And hi Dom, my Miyabi is not M6. Alright, yeah, I was gonna show off the Miyabi discs that I have. She's at M0 currently. Guys, stop asking me about my mindscapes. You're gonna make me feel bad and make me feel like I need to pull for more. Please, she's fine. I'm perfectly happy with her at Cinema Mindscape 0. Would be nice though, but you're tempting me. Like for example, here I've got crit damage, but of course the classic, all of the substats rolled into defense. None of it went into crit damage. This is a nice one. Attack, crit damage, and pen. It was split evenly, but I can't really complain. Here, 2 and into crit damage, really happy about. Here, 1 into crit damage, 1 into crit rate. Here, 2 into crit damage, 2 into attack percent. There's a crit rate substat. And then here, 1 into crit rate, 1 into crit damage. So everything has like crit damage substats. It's just that the rolls weren't really perfect. But I'm like happy. I'm like, as long as I have these substats just there, I'm fine. I'm happy. You're just asking because the Miyabi damage is insane in the last boss. Like, well, I think it's just Miyabi's that strong. Also, it's the Lost Void, so it's always skewing things because it always looks super strong. Because you have a bunch of buffs that like are specifically for Miyabi. That's like, oh, by the way, your ultimates do an extra like 30% damage or something like that. I think a good test now is going to be what I'm about to do here, which is going to be the Notorious hunts. It's why also in all of my character guide videos, I always show off gameplay in Notorious hunt as opposed to Shiyu defense. I know a lot of people do Shiyu defense, and I know it's very important, but for me, it's always iffy because obviously if I do a test in Shiyu defense, you would think, of course, Miyabi's going to do well because she's doing an extra like 25% anomaly build-up and she gets an extra 20% crit damage and stuff like that, which I feel is a bit disingenuous. So at least in Notorious Hunt, they don't have that buff. So it's more like, it's a bit more, what is it called? Like real, if I can put it like that. And Kem, Merry Christmas to you too. You know what? Fuck it. You guys convinced me. I know you guys didn't really say it, but I'm convincing myself. In the Merry Christmassy jolly spirit, let's do a 10 roll. Just one more. Let's see what happens. Merry Christmas to all. Okay, never mind. Christmas sucks. Christmas is Santa's not real. Santa's fake. A Sokaku and a Piper. I have both of them at Mindscape 6 already. But let's do... Alright, I need to grab this. Let's do Notorious Hunts though. Don't too late, Fabricated. Or Fabricard, sorry, my bad. But like, yeah, so... Let me quickly select a team here. This is why I always do my testing in Notorious Hunt. And also, for testing purposes, I never pick the, like the ice element thing. I would always go for something that doesn't really help out the team. So you can get like a real indication of how good somebody is. Also, can we just talk about that parry? It is such a cool little parry. Obviously, it's kind of difficult to like force it and time it yourself, but whenever it does happen, it's always just like a happy little accident. And your dopamine receptors just go, ooh. And there's phase 1 done. I don't know if it's like Bringer being really, really easy or if it's just Miyabi's that strong, but like I remember when Pompey, the other new boss, came out, it was like, oh my goodness, this Pompey boss is like the real deal. But now, Bringer, the new boss, is out and it's like, oh, this guy's a walkover. But like, I think it's just because we have Miyabi. Like, look at that, the arm's already dead. You always parry by accident, but it's so nice when that does happen though, isn't it? It's like, ooh, isn't that fun? Temptation is killing somebody. It is, but no, we have to be strong. Remember, what's her name? Evelyn and Astra coming out very soon. But again, like, I just made the argument earlier about how, oh, we'll get so many polychromes this patch that we'll be able to get, like, a pity again for the other 2 new agents by the time 1.5 comes around. So it's like, if I go by my own words, technically speaking, we should have plenty of polychromes. If I win the 50-50 twice in a row, I feel like I could afford to get another 2 Miyabis, but... you're not sure if you pull for Astra. You got about 75 pulls saved up as of right now. Do you already have Miyabi? Honestly, like, again, so what I was just saying now, you have 75 pulls right now. It's still like the 2nd week only of this new patch. Honestly, by the time Astra does come around, you will probably get another like 75 pulls. Or at least enough to try and go for another like 50-50. So... we have plenty of time still. Oh, look at that, a parry again. You go for M2 Miyabi, no question? Yeah. Like, honestly, the fact that M2 gives her, what is it? An extra frost point after that, like, full basic attack string. It's just so crazy. Uh-oh, that did not hit. We might be in danger here. How fast does this thing build up? Oh no, never mind. I don't even have Caesar's shield up yet. Oh my goodness, no wonder I'm not doing any damage. There we go. Oh, by the way, speaking of benching, I don't really do account reviews. Maybe in the future I could as a stream idea. If I like gather up enough people that would want their account to be reviewed. You want to get Harumasa's W engine in case you're getting buffed? Oh, so obviously Harumasa's engine is very good, but there is an alternative, a very good alternative. There is an upcoming agent engine, or upcoming event engine, sorry, that is free. It's an attacker engine, and it gives crit rate as a main stat. So it's our very first crit rate free engine. So that's a very nice alternative for Harumasa. Yeah, I did read it before. I just forgot to actually respond to it. My bad. Speaking of Astra and Evelyn, you're wondering who you should get since you don't have Soul 11. From what I heard, Shuyan, you don't have any either DPS. Yeah, not having any either DPS does suck a little bit. And Shuyan is really nice. It's hard to say right now, but I think give it a couple of weeks. We will eventually get like details on, like official details on Astra and Evelyn's kit. And then I think once we see those, then you can make an informed decision. Because right now, all we really have to go off of is, oh, she's a fire attacker. There's not really much else that we know about them, right? And do I think the next... do I think the next Void Hunter is going to be the Bangboo creator? You mean Sunbringer? I hope so. I really want Sunbringer to be the next... I just want Sunbringer. She looks so cool in that little trailer. And then also the lore of being the Bangboo creator is just like a cherry on top of like... I want her more now. Honestly, I don't know if she's going to become a character, but... now that we've seen with the Lost Void thing, they gave Rei more animations and voice acting. I kind of want a Rei to be an agent from like the outpost. She seems really cool. She would make a really cool agent in my opinion. Heterochromia wife is so nice. Yeah, I think it is. Does she have heterochromia? Rei. Honestly, whenever I see Rei, I'm too busy staring at her mechanical arm. You were thinking of having Collider as your selectable S rank for Astra and Evelyn. If you get both or just Evelyn. Ooh, that's actually very smart. Honestly, I think this is also at a point where a lot of people are getting close to their selectable S ranks, right? I mean, I think I'm at like 296, right? Not 200. I'm in like the 280s or something like that. I'm close to my 300 pulls on the standard banner. Let me have a look and see. Also, what's up, pancakes? Oh, 266. By the time Evelyn and them come around, probably you'll have your 300 ready. And then you can just choose whoever you need to round out a team. And yeah, Collider, I'm assuming Evelyn will like work well with the stunner. And of course, unless you have lighter, Anby won't really cut it. Lycan doesn't really matter. So I think the quote-unquote free-to-play option as a good stunner for Evelyn will probably be Collider. You can select an S-rank Danjik only if you once you do 300 pulls on the standard banner, which you shouldn't be spending your polychromes for. It's just more of like a, as you play over time, as you collect the free pulls, eventually you can choose one for free. And what's up, Notorious? People are getting close. Yeah, it's better if you don't think about it. Honestly, it's just something that you like check every now and then, and it's like, oh, I'm at 260 now. Oh, I'm at 280 now. Oh, I've got my selectable now. It's not something that you should like hawk over. But alright, weekly stuff done. We've done our, what is it called? Lost Void. We've done our Notorious hunts. Time for some events. Let's see. Let's do the Bangboo versus Ethereal one first. And then we'll do the Harumasa agent story after that. I've heard very good things about Harumasa's agent story. So I'm very excited for that. Ooh, Ethan, what is my favorite Bangboo design-wise? Well, let's actually pull up the Bangboo gacha to have a look and see, shall we? If we're talking not just visuals, but like... Oh, goodness. If we're not talking about visuals, but like design in terms of like how they design their personality and how they design their kit, for the longest time, I would have said Rocket Boo. Because it's just that like personality of it's a little like naughty kid. And the fact that he just wants to blow everything up, ride a rocket everywhere, he just seems so cool. But FBI Boo busting down the door, it's just so cool. That animation of him just like with the little gun busting through, ooh, so cool. It's just genuinely so few pulls. I mean, yeah, like again, that's why I say try not to think about it, because I mean, what? It's you get two pulls a month from what is it called? The Outpost monthly resources, and then there is, I think there's a couple that you get in the here. Yep. And then there's a couple they hand out for free. So yeah, it's been a little bit slow, but it's, again, try not to think too much about it. Also, is this a little skateboard? Can I like ride on this? Spot's perfect for practicing skateboarding. I should bring Belle here and practice more on weekends. Oh. Oh, Sniff Boo. The little one in the like the black jumpsuit with the hard hat. Dude, that's also a good one. Wait, nah, I thought there were 2 candidates signed up for today's exam. The Safety Boo, yeah. Well, hang on. Yes, the Safety Boo is the one specific with a hard hat. I will say, okay, coming back to the Bangboos. The generic black Bangboo, so like think Safety Boo, but without the hard hat. That is also like really good. I don't know what you would call it. It's just like the base Bangboo design without the hard hat. There was one, I think it was an event, or it was like a story mission a couple months back, where there were 3 merchant boos. And I just remember you'd roll up to the one, and the Bangboo was like hopping in place, doing like throwing like shadow boxing punches, and be like, oh yeah, come at me, taste my fist or something like that. Let me see if I can find a picture of that actually. I'm pretty sure I took a picture. But those little generic black Bangboos are also really good. Oh yeah, I already found it here. It's the classic, but yeah, it's a perfect way to put it. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, it doesn't loop. Okay, well. Is this EOS just chilling? Meanwhile, Bangboo Merchant is like yapping its ears off on the other side. But also, what's up, Shadow? Do I have another image of it? There's one where it's like... Oh, honestly, hang on, let me guys show you. Here's how much I love Bangboos. In my images folder, or like my screenshot folder, whenever you use the... like the in-game screenshot function, so many of my pictures are just Bangboos. I have so many... Like... if Bangboos were children, I would be a pedophile, essentially. With how many images I have of them saved. Let me find it. Like, whenever you find a Bangboo that's sitting on the floor, and you wanna like, and you try and help them out, right? Where you do the little fixing them up and stuff like that. Before I fix them up, I always take a picture of them. I'm always like, ooh, a weak little Bangboo on the floor, helpless, and all by itself. Let me take a picture first. If a Bangboo got corrupted by an ethereal, it would be very sad. Listen, I know what I said, and like it's true. I have so many. If these were not pictures of the Bangboos, if it were anything else, it would be like concerning. Anyway, though, it's great to see you again. This is the Reverb Arena exam site for the Combat Bangboo certificate. I've been helping a friend out lately, filling in as the proctor and guide at this exam site. Two little Bangboo suddenly again. Honestly, even the games are calling me out here. Two little Bangboo. Are they the ones Coach Astra has been waiting for? The ones set to take the combat exam here. Coach, I want to fight Ethereals. Oh, wait, I'm not ready yet. Just past the cutoff. What's there to prepare for? I mean, this place. Oh, sorry. Coach, we've never been here before and I got a little lost. Sorry for being late. It's you two, huh? But if you've never been here before, why choose this exam site? Because our friend who took the test here passed and they said your battle guidance was super clear and it can definitely help us pass the exam. Really? But I was in charge of social interaction courses before. I'm not exactly a battle tactics expert. But this assistant instructor, 3 pairs of eyes look at you. 3 pairs? I feel like I only see 1 pair of eyes here. Where would Plugboo's eyes be? How does it have eyes? Also, I guess maybe behind this dart is another pair of eyes. Perhaps this assistant instructor just happens to be great at guiding Bangboo through holo operations. I am indeed good at it. So that's it. Please help us defeat the Ethereals, pass the exam, and get that prestigious certificate assistant instructor. Student info. Rapid Bangboo. I'm assuming, yeah, they should all be available by now, right? I've been saving this up so I could do them all at once. Alright. To battle! Time for definitely not Arc Knights. Or Plants vs. Zombies as well. Target: prevent the enemies from entering the base. The enemies will invade the base along a predetermined path from the starting point. If they enter the base, it will reduce the base's durability. Blah 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 blah. Tower defense, yes. Drag and drop the Bangboo to different positions on the assessment field and they will automatically start attacking the enemies. Bangboo of the same type can be deployed together. However, the more of the same Bangboo type on the field, the higher the assessment points required for deployment. What is it called in Arc Knights? It's called like deployment points as well. It's the same thing, right? You can pause or adjust the speed to help you observe. Deploying will require assessment points. This will naturally increase over time. Okay, cool, yeah. Yeah, this is literally Arc Knights. Yeah, let's put that one there. Can I zoom in? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, but I can speed things up. Honestly, it's crazy to think that they honestly could make this a separate standalone game. And I'm not gonna lie, I would absolutely play it. If they made like a dedicated Arc Knights Bangboo game, I would absolutely play it. You completed the game with a perfect score. I'm hoping I should be able to do the same. I don't imagine this will be that difficult. But of course I could be wrong, but we'll see. Again, this is just meant to be a small little fun thing. I don't think it's going to get that complicated. One more. Let's put another one here. Oh my gosh, that's actually a brilliant example of how to put it. Fabricrod. Calling Zenless Zone Zero like Yakuza, with how many just like random minigames there are. Random minigames with a lot of effort put into them as well, I will say. Like I mean, it wasn't really a big thing, but like the lighter 2D mode, them adding in the arcade game, which was like the Vampire Survivors just out of nowhere, a fully fledged like Vampire Survivors clone. Oh my god, so there's 6 assessments, 4 days. Oh my, we're gonna be here for a while. We're gonna be doing a lot of Arc Knights. What's up, Bingsu? You caved and got... Oh. Honestly, I think it was a wise choice, Bingsu. You will not be regretting it, I think. Tactical positions and Bangboo placed on attack position on the ground. They can block enemies but won't be attacked. They can... Oh, Bangboo can block them on the ground, but they can only block a certain amount at a time. Literally, Arc Knights. Let's go with this one first. I should be able to get enough again to throw down a penguin boo in a second here. Oh, I hope so. Yes. Let's put it over here. You like the Bangboo exaggerating things just like children do? They say the very scary beast behind the door, but it's just a cat. Oh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, when you're a small little Bangboo, and like think about it like this. If you're a child and you see a monster that's like the same size as you, if not bigger, you would say it's very scary, would you not? I would consider that to be very scary. So I think the Bangboo are a bit justified in that. Ooh, Gustavo, that's a good point. This should become a... Yeah, honestly, I feel like any of these mini games, they should just repurpose them and add them to Godfinger to play them again. Do I need another one of these? I wonder, are we gonna get like a healer boo as well to be able to regenerate these guys? I can also... I forgot I should speed things up as well. Yeah, keybinds would be a little bit nicer, I suppose. Like 1, 2, 3 for selecting these guys. 1, 2, and 3. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. Makes it more funny and clumsy. It does. On it, dude, the 1.4 story cutscene where those police officers want to try and break in or like look into the HDD storage room. And you're still in there, and like the poor little, I think it's Eos or one of the little Bangboos are like trying to hold them back, like, and they're panicking. They're like, oh no, oh no, trying to get your attention, trying to hold back the door. It's so funny. And some of them can also defeat ethereals. Yeah, like some of them are pretty badass. Like again, FBI Boo or Agent Gulliver rather. Some of the... Oh, wait, what? Really, Kim? Honestly, I'm glad to hear that, though, if there's actually going to be some challenge here. The buff item... Attack all enemies nearby. Ooh. Because again, so far, this just feels like throw them down wherever you want and then you should be fine. You can upgrade the Bangboos. Oh my goodness. Alright, now, again, so much effort is put into this. Let's start off with one here. You only had a challenge in the last few? I think that should be fine at least. Let's put one here. Shock with the AoE. You go to unlock 2 healers later on. Oh, dude. Also, just the thought of like all these Bangboo working together. It's just so funny. This is why, if Zenless Zone Zero or MiHoYo developers, if you're out there and you're listening for some reason to this stream, this is cool and all. Give me a mode where I play as a squad of 3 Bangboos instead of like going into Hollow Zero with 3 agents and a Bangboo. Give me a mode where I get to play as like Paper Boo, Shark Boo, and like Avocado Boo or something like that. The 3 of them. That is what I want. Let me play as a squad of Bangboos. Let me like give them skills. Let me use their chain attacks and whatnot. You already have attacks coded for them. Just make them playable. Also, what's up, Dechant? Bangboo versions of agents? Exactly. Oh, I need 18. Do you heal when I do this? No, you don't. Ah, but it's fine. There's only 4 things left. Like, yeah, like a... Imagine this. Section 6, Agent Gulliver, FBI Boo, Agent Kui, the cop Boo, and like somebody else. SEAL Team 6, but like for Bangboos. Three Bangboo, yeah, and have an agent with them. Call upon a chain attack for an agent. Oh, speaking of Bangboo merchants, yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Oh, and there's our healer, Avocado. Wait, what? Do we only have the one? Yes, we do only have the one. Okay. Ooh, purple stage. Okay. 2 lanes. This is... I see we're getting into the dangerous territory now. What is the range on this guy? Yeah, so this will probably have to go like here. Yeah, I should fine. I'll first place down this guy just so I can shock them. I think the Penguin Boo can survive a little bit longer without any heals. The music still on the back. I really like that. It's always like a very small thing, but it's a really nice touch that they add. Is that in range? Yeah, it's in range. Or like whenever you go underwater momentarily in games and like you get that underwater sound of like... Oh, actually, Eddie is absolutely right. We already have like the section 6 Sokaku Boo, Miyabi Boo, and Harumasa Boo from the 1.3 story. You're so right for that, actually. And let's throw one of these down. The muffle sounds, yeah, exactly. Make sure you do the quiz event ASAP. Oh, wait, really? Thank you for letting me know, Mia, because I was... Honestly, what I've been starting to do for a lot of these events is sort of wait until the last day so that I can, like, grind them all out in one go. Yeah, because it's always, oh, you do it one day and then like come back another day for the next one. But I kind of want to get the full thing in one sitting. The quiz it's another event here in the underground arena place thing. We could do it after this first, like after these 6 rounds of what's it called? Bangboo defense. We need a Pompeii in form of his design. Dude, like... I'll be honest. The Pompeii boss, design-wise, is so much cooler than Bringer. Bringer is just like a charger with an oversized arm. But the Pompeii with the bike... Oh! And how it drove... And use it as like a sword as well. Oh my goodness. And like, also, it tied it in because, like, you know, the whole theming was that the whole 1.2 was the Tour de Inferno and the whole, like, riding around on bikes and stuff like that. And Pompeii was like, he's a biker. He has a bike. It's so cool. But Bringer's just, like, a big guy, so he has a big arm, I guess, which is, like, okay. Cool, I suppose. We need more Losing the 50 podcasts. Danchik, good news for you. We did just upload a new podcast episode today. Or maybe that's why you're bringing it up. We honestly, we should try and make it a more regular thing, but I think the big issue is scheduling. Because Gamer and myself are in similar time zones. Gamer's in the UK, I'm in South Africa, but Kete is in America, so so for him, It's a bit difficult to like align with our times. Like earlier today, we recorded this episode, and it was like 11 a.m. for myself and Gamer, but it was like midnight or 3 a.m. for Kete, so... let's see, I think we... let's get another... whole squad. Because it makes you wait like the HIA side area, but you have to wait for the rewards instead of skipping. Oh, interesting. You're just always on Z. Honestly, yeah, I'm pretty much the same. But I ooh, hang on. Are they breaking through? They're breaking through! Put down another penguin boo. Okay, we should be good now. You were sad when he died because now you won't get these dials on it. Honestly, yeah, like... At first... okay, well, hang on. Let me put it like this. At first, I thought Pompey was going to be a bad guy. Like, before we saw anything in the story. Because it's like, oh, well, of course, we're going to have to fight for the throne. So we're going to have to fight Pompey. And then when it turned out that Pompey was actually, like, a really good guy. When he's like, no. Give them at the... whatever the place was, Cheesetopia or whatever, give them the supplies. I am a righteous and good leader. I'm like, yo, Pompey's actually kind of based. He's a good guy. Maybe he'll, like, you know, be on our side eventually. But then he was, like, tricked and turned into an ethereal. I'm like, oh, man. And yeah, that cutscene of him. I think it's also because, well, I guess we did have it in 1.1 with the Dead End Butcher, but we hadn't really had that precedent of a boss going into a phase 2 like that, right? With a fancy cutscene. I mean, I guess the Dead End Butcher, but the Dead End Butcher, it grew. No, it didn't even like really change. It just got angrier, right? But Pompey was like a spectacle. Whereas like, yeah, Bringer, like you knew from the start, like, oh, this guy's a bad guy. You hate him right from the get-go. I suppose, yeah, the Bringer does have the whole well, I say Eldritch appeal. It's also like the, what did he mention? The creator or something, right? Which is alluding to something bigger. And it's also like the white hand that, like, destroyed the Helios Academy or whatever. That's why, you know, spoilers again. At the end of the story, Bell and Weiss go up to them like, who are you? What are you from? We know what you are, or something like that, right? Bringer's the first conscious ethereal. Oh, that's a good point, Pretty. Yeah, because it was like that little serum that was injected into him. So it wasn't like, he wasn't really like corrupted per se. He was like letting himself become corrupted. So he was fully aware and like knowing of it, right? You love Caledon, so you do like Pompey more, but you feel like you're biased. I mean, honestly, I don't think you're alone, even without the bias, Mia. I think Pompey is just that much cooler. But yeah, Bringer absolutely had that. Like, from the start, they set Bringer up as like a guy that you would hate, right? Even back in 1.1, where before this whole like reveal of him being a bad guy, where like when he shows up with Shuyan and stuff like that, like he seemed like an asshole. When he shows up in the case, he'd be like, "Oh, don't worry, I, Officer Bringer, I'm here. I am in the running for the new political campaign. Yes. But trust me, citizens, I will take credit for all of this work." And I was like, bro, what? Yeah, I couldn't remember if the Dead End Butcher had those extra 2 arms on his back already, Eddie. But yeah, you're absolutely right, though. Do I need another healer? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it grants assessment points every second. Oh, that's nice. Let's put one over here. I think him being conscious plus him being looking... Wait. I think him being conscious plus him being like the old arm looking sacrifice back in Bell. And the White story was the reason he succeeded. Yeah. I think it's a very good setup as well, because it's like... Also, I'm just curious now, like, if that was just the arm, does that mean that we're gonna get like an Exodia? Are we gonna get like the left arm, the right arm, 2 legs as well, and the head at some point later on of the creator? And then like those, are we gonna have a boss fight against all the different limbs? And then at some point there's, oh, whoa. Can I redeploy this? Like, okay, hear me out. Bringer. Just the one right arm. Oh no. We still get a... I think we'll still get an S rank, so we're fine. But hear me out. Bringer is just the one arm. We get to a boss fight and it's just a gauntlet of all the different limbs of the creator that we fight. Miyabi, I'm pretty sure Miyabi does have a robot arm. Yes, I know her Mindscape has like her regular body, but the one, what is it? Her lore trailer very much implied that she does have a mechanical arm because of like there was something happening at the Shiyu Tower before she joined Section 6, and she had both arms. She was like in a regular suit and tie, and then she went into the hollow by herself and with both arms, and then the very next scene is her coming to Section 6 with like a mechanical looking arm, kind of implying that she lost it in that hollow fight. Wait, hang on, but Caesar though? Caesar doesn't have a robot arm, does she? Oh, Caesar does have a robot arm. Her left arm there. That's so true. I wonder if that has anything to do with like, there was stories about her, like her father or whatever, right? And her father, like something tragic happening in his like Tour de Inferno or whatever. Ooh, hidden agent lore. But Bringer was an asshole from the start. Yeah, absolutely. Also, yeah, as Fiero says as well, the music in Pompey's battle. Oh, the music in Bringer was also pretty cool, but obviously the music only kicked in really when the cutscene when Miyabi like Judgment cuts him and solos him, right? But at that point you're not really playing anymore. It's a cutscene, so it's like, eh. But with Pompeii and the music picking up, and it's like, oh, shit's getting real. Now you go into phase 2. It's so much cooler. As opposed to Pompeii where it's like, shit's getting real. Now watch this cutscene and sit back and relax. Sarah was the true mastermind, because even bringing... Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I'm curious to see... So, I don't know if I'm the only one, but when they kidnap Miyabi, and Sarah's with her, and she mentions how like, oh, it's fine, we've extracted your data from the previous story, right, to make a copy of you. I thought that what they were going to do is they were going to release like a clone copy of Miyabi and have that like run rampant and like frame her like that. Kind of like how in the one like trailer for Miyabi, it shows her fighting against like shadow clones of herself before she like pushes away a little cat. I thought that was what's gonna happen. But when it showed that Sarah has like the Miyabi DNA in her or whatever, where she can open up the sheath as well, I'm like, oh, what is Sarah gonna do now with this power? And they didn't really expand on that anymore. They just like showed that Sarah has the Miyabi DNA, and then they just like pushed her out to the side. So I'm really curious what they're gonna do with that. The law points to a group wanting the Hollows to grow. Yeah, I'm assuming that's them, right? Let's see. Pretty, you have this theory that the organization we don't know about is probably increasing the amount of Hollows just so the creator can exist in the world. Ooh, you think like it's like cultists trying to bring their god, the creator, into the real world, right? Her mechanical arm is the one she... Is it the mechanical arm she uses for the fingerprint? Isn't it the... I would imagine if you have a fingerprint, you would use your good arm for the thing, right? If you meet her at the Ballet Twins, Billy gave her his arm. Oh! That's actually kind of sweet. That she has a Billy arm. Yeah, like the Shadow Jane. Dude, yeah, if our Miyabi, honestly, they should do something like that. Make a Shadow Miyabi to fight as like whether it be an expert challenge or something, and I hope they make it just as strong as like we are, and it just like one-shots us with the judgment cutting and everything. You know people who want Sarah as a playable character? I don't know. Unless there's something crazy where she turns over to our side, or they do something weird where they make like enemies playable, I don't think Sarah's gonna be playable. Ashka did a video before 1.4. Ooh. Oh, Ashka, yeah, Ashka always does great lore videos, I know that. Fans, welcome to the joint promotional event hosted by HIA and... I forget the exact name of what HSOS6 means, but yeah. Where the stars shine bright. Alright. Ask the questions now. I've memorized every single fact about the HSOS6 executive officers from all official websites. Me. I even finished the most popular fanfics on the forum. Blah, blah, blah. But a lot of the fanfics have out-of-character settings, you know? Someone even said the chief was reprimanded for avoiding a regular meeting. How could that be true? That sounds about right, actually. Pretty Flowers, I'll show off my Miyabi in just a second. I don't want to brag, but I feel like it's a pretty good Miyabi. It's not the best. It's only Mindscape, Cinema 0, but I do have the weapon, and I have some pretty good stats. Please hold on, let me go over the event rules one more time. Line up and answer questions about Section 6. Fans who answer correctly will receive a special prize from the HIA. Also, shout out to Hollow Man. Little Bangboo, like Rocky over there. Could it be a life-size standees? Hollow Special Operations Section 6. That is correct, I'm pretty sure, yes. Maybe commemorative badges printed with the latest combat footage. The special prizes are the training supplies like those used by the Section 6 executive officers. Also, what is Dark Wall? Oh, Dark Wall. They mentioned it in the lore video and in the last one. Danchik. So, Dark Wall is the wall, or like the place at which 3 of the Void Hunters, Lieutenant Colonel Dan, Colonel Vike, and the leader of like the Valkyries or something like that. 2 girls and a really big guy. 3 of the Void Hunters. That is where they held, like they put their final stand down and held off a bunch of ethereals. They did so at Dark Wall. Maybe Shadow has charge attacks like Shadow Jane. Oh, that's true, yeah. You want to switch side? Is Sarah that good that she's making you guys be like, oh, hang on. The enemies have a bit of a point. Let's hear them out. Where was that Harumasa fan cafe again? I should head over there. Let's go. I'm going that way too. I've got plans with friends to watch a highlight reel of the Chief's battle record. Ignoring the staff's pleas, the enthusiastic fans all leave without a second thought. The staff member looks very down. Leader of the Falconine mercenary troop. That's the one. That's the one. Lieutenant Colonel Dan, Colonel Vike, and the leader of the Falconine mercenary troop. Those 3, we don't know which one's which. But those 3 put up a stand at the wall. Oh yeah, you guys were asking if like I can review your accounts, but now everyone wants to review my Miyabi. It's cool about hearing all the lore. Would I ever think about making lore content? Oh, also, what's up, Pepperoni? I feel like I'm definitely interested in the lore. I don't know if I'm qualified enough to make lore videos, dedicated lore videos. There are people that make really good lore videos already. For example, as mentioned earlier, Ashikai. I'll probably do make a video every now and then, just like geeking out about how much I enjoy it, but I'm probably not the best for it. I'll make videos where I just appreciate it, but I won't be the one to explain it. I'll put it like that. What W engine for Miyabi, Eric? You don't have enough for hers. Honestly, it's gonna sound crazy, but wait for the event engine, the free event engine. It's an attacker engine, so it doesn't technically work on Miyabi, but it's one of the only free engines where you can get crit rate on her. And honestly, it's okay if you don't get the special effect. As long as you get that crit rate, it's way better than anything else. The Dark Wall is another thing. Well, the Dark Wall was a place where they fought a ton of ethereals. Shuyen's tomato law video. Just answer the questions about the Section 6 correctly and you can get the Executive Officer style training supplies. I'll give it a shot. Like, honestly, yeah. Zenless Zone 0 is the... Oh, it's this! I see what you mean now about having to wait for the rewards. Zenless Zone 0 is the one gacha game where I'm actually invested in the lore. Like, whenever new agents are teased and they put out the EPs or the demos and stuff like that, I actually go out of my way and watch them. When I played Star Rail, when I played Genshin Impact, I never cared about that stuff. But here, I'm like, ooh, Harumasa. He seems cool and funny and all like laid back. I can't wait to see his lore. And then you watch it and it's like, oh dear God, Harumasa, I'm so sorry. Smash or pass video when? Ooh. I mean, is that even going to be a video? It's just going to be constant smash, 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 smash. There's no passing. Alright. Start the quiz. Meet Section 6. How is the work of Section 6 divided? The routine meet... Oh, okay. Who is the training-focused chief? The training-focused? That's Miyabi, right? Yeah. Who is the meticulous and thoughtful? That is Yanagi. You watched all the teasers, but not the EPs. The EPs are... I'll be honest, the EPs are my least favorite one because obviously that's for the music and it's not really... It doesn't give a chance for them to like say a story. But there is a little bit of like the character lore and story in the video of it, right? So wait, what is Harumasa lore? Ooh, Kim. You're in for a treat. Honestly, actually, you know what we're gonna do? After I do this story here, instead of going back to the Bangboo stuff, we're gonna go and do the Harumasa agent story and we're gonna experience it together. Who is the swift and nimble member? That's gonna be Harumasa. I mean, honestly, that could be Miyabi as well, swift and nimble member. They say I... He's an ice agent, so... Does that count as ice? Okay, yes it does. Oh, I see what you mean now. You have to wait for the 4 hours to get the rewards. Ah, okay. Electric. Throw Harumasa in there. And let me guess. Another ice one for Sakaku? A fire. Let's put Soldier 11 there. And then we have to wait for the next day, right? Yeah, okay. Time for Harumasa's agent story then. You hope Harumasa won't die in the future. I'm gonna assume not. I have not built Harumasa yet pretty. Oh, and that reminds me, yeah, let me show off my Miyabi. So, close to 3000 attack, pretty good I would say. 73 crit rate, which will go up to well over 80 once you take into account the extra 12% that you get from this drive set. So she has her 80% crit rate, crit damage is at 128, plus then she'll get another 50 from the engine. So it's like at 180 crit damage. Maxed out core skill, maxed out basic attack, maxed out ultimate. I still need to work on her other skills. And then as for her drive discs, obviously crit rate, ice damage, and attack. And then all of my discs, they don't, like some of them aren't great because like, as you can see here, some of the substats went into the defensive ones. But I do have crit rate or crit damage on as a substat on all of them. Some of them have good rolls. Crit damage, crit rate with 2 rolls in crit damage. Crit damage, crit rate, crit damage there, and then crit damage there as well. So I have decent substats, not perfect, but It's what I'm happy with. Have any playable characters died in previous Hoyo games? I mean, technically, Ting Yun. Well, like, I guess like now Fugu is back, but like, I guess you could say, right? That like Ting Yun died. Regarding the Dark Wall, if you remember correctly, the Void Hunter mercenary trio pushed the Dark Wall back 34 kilometers. Oh, so you think the Dark Wall refers to like the Wall of Hollows? Oh, yeah, like maybe it's like maybe that's what they would call like the edge of a hollow, like they would shrink down the hollow. But yeah, they did like push it back. So I'm assuming Dark Wall is like a metaphorical wall and not like an actual like legitimate solid wall structure, right? If you're willing to get some more crit rate rolls, swapping the main stat for crit damage would absolutely be the play. I thought you had to be on 80. Should I move some of your crit rate to the crit damage? No, 80 is correct, right? Because Miyabi's crit rate gets converted into anomaly buildup, but only up to a maximum of 80. So as long as you have 80% crit rate, you're fine. Kiki as well. I guess, yeah. Kiki's like a zombie, right? Or something like that. Himeko, wait, actually, yeah, Marco's right. I mean, I haven't played Star Rail in ages, and I don't really keep up with the story, but Himeko died? What? Also, what's up, Marco? You got a disc with attack, crit rate, crit damage. Finally, ooh! That's always a nice one to see. Your disc is still pretty bad, but you can still beat everything. Yeah, honestly, like, discs are the last thing that you should be worried about. Like, the disc gacha is the very last gacha and the true end game. And yeah, her weapon is absolutely crazy. Like, it's crazy to think that the other engines, like Harumasa's engine, is like, oh, we'll give you free crit rate. It's only like 12%. Whereas Miyabi is like, oh, we'll give you crit damage. Is it also going to be like a small 10%, 12%? No, it's just a straight up 50% crit damage. Like, excuse me? You meant Honkai. Oh, Honkai Impact. Poor Himeko. Yeah, okay, yeah, I was going to say like, hang on, I know I haven't played Star Rail in a while. Himeko dies? Alright, let's start with, I mean, you can already see it all, like, this just looks sad. So it's like a huge hollow that was pushed back because they killed an insane amount of materials. You need the guy 100%, yeah. Honestly, I just want to see, what is his name? Dan, right? Or no, the mercenary troop, or whoever the big guy is. He looks so big. I want another absurdly huge agent like Ben. It's becoming like the Ridley meme from Smash. Oh, but this too big to be in the game. Like, no, bigger. How big can we go? Who is Star Rail? You mean I can do you one better, Marco? What is Star Rail? It's the other MiHoYo game. They legit only made Miyabi an anomaly. Honestly, yeah, like. Because if they made her an attacker agent, then she'd have too many good options, right? It's like, okay, well, we gotta cripple her somehow. Let's make her this very specific thing where you have to get her engine, and otherwise, like, there's nothing else. There is never going to ever be another anomaly engine that will work well with Miyabi that isn't her own. Because it's gonna be, it's such a specific set of she's an anomaly agent, but she wants crit and crit damage, right? It's a rail that stars. Smack is actually, honestly, with how the story goes, it's not that far. It's a train track in the sky, in the stars. Every update. Oh my goodness. I remember there was like a beta where you had multiplayer. I cannot wait for multiplayer to come to the game though. Imagine walking around with Dan in the city. Dude, exactly. One morning inside the HSO... Okay, well, I guess they don't want to do the full acronym here. Inside the Section 6 office. Chief Miyabi, Tsukishiro, hello. I'm so pleased to see you in such good health. Here to submit my sick leave form, same as before, you know the drill. Oh yeah, Miyabi, to be fair, again, I know we're talking a lot about Mindscapes and engines. Miyabi is perfectly fine at Mindscape 0. She is perfectly serviceable. You don't need all the other stuff, it just makes her a lot stronger. 3 sick days this week, got it. Chief, please don't go along with him, this isn't like ordering at a restaurant. Asaba, I've reminded you several times now, you've already used up your leave for the year. In theory, we can't approve your request anymore. Theory is just theory, it's not like I can control this. You all know I've been sick since I was a kid and I still get flare-ups every now and then. That's why my family... Ooh. Damn, okay. What a bomb to drop, that's why my family abandoned me. And yeah, beta multiplayer was I think the Notorious hunts that you could do together. Didn't you say last time that you had no parents, just a master? After my parents abandoned me... Yeah, no need to trauma dump here. After my parents abandoned me, my master took me in. I passed all the tests for the HSO, but got rejected because of my health. Thankfully, Chief Miyabi took pity on me. I didn't choose you out of pity, it was simply because you were the strongest candidate. You're too kind, what can I say? I'm a genius. Fine, I'll figure something out for your leave, but 3 days is the absolute limit. And don't pull what you did last time, sending me a fake thermometer picture at midnight on the 3rd day, asking to extend your leave. Why do I read the voice lines? Because I can read it faster than they can read it. So I just like read it ahead of them, and I just... As soon as I'm done reading it, I go to the next one. You're getting Miyabi Mindscapes because you're a lighter simp. The longer Miyabi's meta, the longer Lighter's meta. I mean, to be fair, even without Miyabi, I'm sure Lighter's also going to have some good teams with Evelyn coming up soon as well. Correction, that wasn't fake, it was the actual reading. Though it was my cat's temperature. Public Security recently seized a batch of illegal pharmaceuticals. Supposedly, they can temporarily boost ether aptitude. This is a highly important case and could be transferred to us soon. When that happens, you won't have the flexibility to take any more time off. Drugs that can boost ether aptitude. Where were... I wonder... So, in the story, when Bringer is like sucking up all the ether around him, and Harumasa is the one that shoots the arrow that like pops it. He's like very visibly like stressed out by it, and like also he gets like sick. I wonder if this is like alluding to it, right? In the hollow at Port Alpus, this is new. Are you actually interested in the case? Oh please, you know I'd never be interested in work. But a drug like that sounds perfect for slacking off. Wouldn't it be useful on missions? Why was it banned? Because it's too good to be true, and even if it's real, there must be some unforeseen consequences. Yanagi is such a mom. Oh yeah, I would want Yanagi to be my mom as well. She literally saying don't go out for too long and return home. And the other thing is that with Miyabi, you can now have all the Caledon agents on the good teams. Ooh, that's a good point, yeah. That was a cool line, Yanagi. Thank you, Chief. I've heard of this drug before, but it was years ago. It can boost ether aptitude temporarily, but the side effects are severe. It worsens corruption symptoms and can even cause the user to turn into an ethereal. Those are the consequences Nagi was talking about. In any case, seeking power like this is pure opportunism. Real strength comes from hard work, not shortcuts. But in this world, those with real strength are always a rare minority. Ooh, and he's dropped his whole like goody, like happy-go-lucky act. You're so conflicted on who to pull for during 1.5. You want Astra, but you need Shu Yen. You also kind of want Evelyn as well. Yeah, I'm honestly in the same boat. I kind of want them both. Is Caesar a character that you should pull for in your account? You started... Once Caesar comes back around, unless there's somebody else that has like power crept her or something like that, Caesar is very much an agent that I would suggest like everyone should consider getting. The shield that she applies is so busted. It's a shield that is like separate from regular shield, so it's a special shield. It gives everyone a very big attack buff, and also it's essentially like a safety net. You never have to worry about getting hit, and also it literally makes you invulnerable while you have that shield up. You don't have to worry about getting interrupted. You don't have to dodge. You can just tank hits no matter what. It's so nice. Honestly, okay, yeah, Eddie summarized it in like a better way than I could. She is the Zhongli of the game. If you've played Genshin Impact. Nope, nothing. I'll let you head back to approving my sick leave then. My chest is starting to hurt again. Feels like I'm dying. Anywho, I'll get out of your hair now. See you after my leave. Take care, everyone. Okay, so basically, Kim, Caesar is like the ultimate support character that makes the game a lot easier to play. Like, think of like I said, you no longer have to worry about dodging the enemy attacks. You can just focus on mashing your own attack, because she literally makes you invulnerable as long as you have her shield up. If you had, like, honestly, tower mode, which is like arguably one of the toughest modes in the game right now, if you don't have Caesar, it's very difficult. But as soon as you have Caesar, it becomes so much easier. He takes a leave like this every month. I bet he's just sneaking off somewhere and stuffing his face with the tasty food. Harumasa just says something he has to get done. If possible, I'd also like to. No, you don't, Chief. We have a very important meeting tomorrow. Please make sure you attend it and don't be late. Oh. The buffs as well, like, yeah, it's nothing to scoff at. It's like 1,000 attack points. For literally like nothing. Just pressing your skill button every now and then. You were thinking Jane first, but Caesar becomes priority. Like, honestly, let me put it like this. I have most of the limited agents, and a lot of the DPS agents, they always get like power creep by whatever else comes out, right? Jane was like the new hotness when she was available, but then Bernice came out. And it's like, okay, well now it's Bernice. And then Yanagi came out, and now everyone's running Yanagi instead of Jane. And now Miyabi's come out, and now nobody's running Jane at all. It's all like Miyabi and Yanagi. But Caesar, she has been a staple every single time in every team since her release. Yeah, not only does she give like 1,000 attack, but she also then can, for free, well, essentially for free, she can apply like a debuff on enemies where they take like an extra 20% damage or 30% damage or something, just for existing. Sometime later inside the video store, there was a faint knock at the door. However, there was only one knock and it quickly went silent. Weiss, was it my imagination or was that a knock on the door just now? But it really just was one knock. That's certainly weird. They didn't collapse outside or something, did they? Go check on them just in case. This is gonna be Harumasa.
Yeah.
So Caesar is a aggro harmony character in tutorial terms. Harmony is the shield one, right? Or harmony is healing, right? I don't know if there was... Yeah, absolutely. Hey there, you two. How's it going? I knew it was you. The only person that's too lazy to knock twice. Knocking on the door is just another thing that wears me out. As long as I get what I need, it doesn't matter how many times I knock. More importantly, I need your help with something. You're the only ones who can help me out. Sounds pretty serious when you put it like that. I need to go into that hollow for a case, but my carrot's acting up. You're the only proxies I know that can trust. Why are you so passionate about this? Preservation, that's the shield one, yeah. Harmony's healing, but preservation is the shield one, yes. This is actually for work. Since when did you become so passionate about your job? Is there something you're not telling me? That hurts. As a professional executive officer, I've always been proactive at my job, haven't I? Besides, this is an excellent opportunity for you to see me in action. I'm sure the experience will come in handy if you run into any trouble in the future. We don't want any trouble with the executive officers. Anyway, what's this case that you're working on? I'm trying to track down a wanted criminal who's been missing for years now. His major crime is developing an illegal drug through illicit means. This drug is beyond existing theoretical knowledge and can significantly boost the user's ether aptitude temporarily. Well, I've been playing this game since launch. Oh, actually, yeah, since launch essentially. Since, so what, July is when the game came out? Harmonies, buffs, abundance. That's what it was. It's been a while since I last played Star Rail. I stopped playing Star Rail around the time, was it Jing Liu's banner came around? Stereo Genshin. Yeah. I tried getting back into Genshin at one point during one of the summer events, and I was like, there's just too much going on. I've missed out on too much. Oh, yeah. Normally, I would prefer, like, the Ian, like, we talked about this on the podcast with Gamer and Kete, but, like, that scene in the story with Victoria housekeeping not being voiced. Oh, it's such a pity. When does the game begin? This is the setup. This is the story, Marco. I did a lot of the gameplay at the start when I was doing like my dailies and stuff. This drug is beyond existing theoretical knowledge and can significantly boost the user's ether aptitude temporarily. Simply put, it's like a wonder drug you see in the movies that can deliver superhuman strength with a single injection. Sounds interesting. If there really is such a wonder drug, then wouldn't that give anyone free entry into the Hollows? I feel like there must be some serious side effects. Weiss is right. If such a drug really does exist and is safe to use, the city would already be researching and promoting it, wouldn't they? Yes, this drug is extremely dangerous, in theory. It should have been completely destroyed years ago. But recently, some rumors have started to circulate. They're probably connected to the drug's creator, the criminal I mentioned before. And my goal is to find him. Of course, I'll offer you fair compensation. Dennies are meant to be spent, so just name your price. 1 billion Dennies, please? Should have mentioned that sooner. Of course, we'll help you. Understanding the job of an executive officer is very important. So when do we leave? No time to lose. Meet me at Port Elpis, I'll be waiting for you there. Yeah, like, out of all the voices as well, like, it being Lycans and like the whole Victoria housekeeping, it's like, oh. Again, I keep on coming back to the podcast because I mentioned it there, but like, that is the Avengers Assemble moment. Imagine if you don't hear Doctor Strange saying Avengers Assemble. Like, that sort of felt like. The source. Alright, Marco, here's your gameplay. Ooh, Harumasa and Qingyi. Prepare yourself for the final battle. Ooh, I like to hear that. Ever heard of 1 more billion? Harumasa, does Section 6 have a more billion Dennies for me? We already know how to play Harumasa. We've read through his stuff. I've made a guide and everything. Let's get a quick old stun here first. Get a Harumasa chain attack. Oh, Harumasa is just so much more fun to play as like an attacker compared to, like, I still like Shuyen, I still love her, but Harumasa's gameplay loop is just so much more fun. Oh, there we go. Wait, did Collider also have no voice? Oh, wow. Okay, you're right. So, I feel so bad that Soldier 11 wasn't there. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Obol Squad is kind of like on the side, but she could have at least shown up, right? Done. I will say, when whoever it was injects Bringer with that dart, when it first shows that scope, at first I thought, oh my gosh, they're actually going to include Obol Squad. They're including Trigger, the sniper girl. But then it turns out, oh no, it's just like, you know, one of the bad guys juicing up Bringer. I was like, oh man. Oh, you're right, exactly. Like, they even called it out with the code being ZZZ Assemble. To be fair though, Hentak, like, the Victoria housekeeping, like, they are the ones where, like, you feel that impact. Like, as an example, this is actually funny now, if you mention that some of the Bellabog industries don't have a voice line. When Anton shows up, maybe if you're playing on the English voices, you might think, oh, Anton doesn't have a voice line either. No, they just didn't give Anton a voice line at all, even in the Japanese language. he doesn't get any spot in the limelight. He just shows up, busts down a container, and he's just like, oh, I'm here too, by the way. Don't forget about me, please. So, yeah, Owl was right. Soldier 11 was the cameraman. Soldier 11 was documenting everything. Actually, speaking of, I think it's a really nice touch at the end of the 1.4 story where there's a credit roll. But, like, obviously it wasn't like a developer credit roll. It was a credit roll of in-game characters, like showing off Chingy, Jane, all the stuff, all the agents in-game. It sort of acted like a... what is it called? How do I word this? An in-game documentary. Because again, remember, when we're doing these agent stories, these are like recorded tapes. Like they're movies. So it's kind of cool that they tie up the end of the 1.4 story as if it was a movie. Like, as if to say that this is going to be a tape recording that we are putting on our shelf back in the Play Store, right? It was a really nice touch. Anton did... Oh, I guess... I mean, Anton did have a voice, but not like not in his little cutscene where he busts down the container, right? He just had like a separate line afterwards. He didn't have that like impact of like boom. Then you give you that entrance line like how Lycan would have had. How many pulls till you can 100% guarantee a character? 100% guarantee is technically speaking 180. Because after 90 pulls, you're guaranteed an S rank, but there's a 50-50 at first. So if you miss out on that 50-50, then only on your next 90 will you be guaranteed to get the featured unit. Next story arc will involve big corporations, Tops Marcel Corporation. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. You thought it was 160? 160 is, I think, the engine, right? Because engine is 80 pulls for a guaranteed S rank. Yeah, as AHG says there. It's a shame this big guy's got out of commission, and the clue I was hoping to find isn't in... Oh, the... What is it called? Helicopter. When I was little, I once fantasized about riding the wind. That way, as long as there was wind, I could go anywhere. As if I were born free. Actually, shouldn't I just learn how to pilot a helicopter? Let's go. You probably won't believe me, but my phone's lock pattern is always an arrow pointing to the upper right, like a plane. Though that symbol's got a few other meanings. An arrow pointing to the upper right. I'm rambling, let's keep moving. You hated the credits? These characters know very little about each other and most barely showed up for the ending on top of this entire story. I guess, yeah. Like, what is it? It was weird seeing stuff like Nekomata and Jane. Like, the cat and the rat, like, oh, Jane's teasing Nekomata, like they've never interacted before. I will say, speaking of like characters not understanding each other, the one thing I'm kind of disappointed about with the story was how the whole cunning hairs and section 6 dynamic, where Miyabi apparently, or Nicole had like the influence to get section 6 over there, and then the first thing they do is like they're against us, like they're trying to corner us, they're trying to trap us and all that stuff. I'm like, whoa, 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 I thought we were all in this together. A suspicious biological signal has been detected ahead. Please remain alert. Additionally, a control switch for a container has been located on the opposite side. Use it if needed. In the source and... Oh! Do we actually get to, like, make usage of Harumasa's aim attack? Yo, that's actually really cool. Oh, okay, well. I thought we could actually aim. This is, like, a hard lock-on. You can't miss this attack. I was gonna say, can we, like, zoom in, look around, find something to shoot? But I guess not. It automatically locks onto the stuff. Next area. Wait, what? Why is this thing not stunned? Can I not be stunned? Guess not. We haven't had Caesar. I don't think Caesar's gonna get an agent story because, like, technically speaking, like the 1.2 story, the whole Tour de Inferno is like her agent story, right? It's her whole background of how she becomes the Overlord. Kind of like how Yanagi also doesn't have an agent story. She instead has her own thing. I just really want more characters work in the main story. Yeah. How do you do, my fellow officer? How do you do, my fellow kids? It does. I do wish that they fleshed out some of the agents a bit more. That's why I keep on saying I wish we had more A ranks as well, so we could like see more about the world and lore. Because it does kind of seem like they're sort of like rushing through. Like, okay, we gotta wrap up this whole 1.4 stuff now. Do look around when you aim. There might be a boss or something you shoot. Ooh. One thing you didn't like about the story was how all the factions didn't fight the boss. Yeah, like, it was just alright. Again, it's just the Miyabi shit. Like, oh, Miyabi's so super strong. She'll solo the boss. Like, okay, well, it would have been cool to have a scene where like it shows everyone coming together and be like an actual Avengers Assemble again. Like everyone slowly takes down one little bit of Bringer and it's a group effort. It was like everyone else is here, but it's still Section 6's show, right? Is he an executive officer? What is he doing here? Don't tell me those guys from HSO are trying to take our credit again. I'm not the type of person to take credit for someone else's work. Right, Junior Seth? Please say hi to your brother for me. Yeah, like, also, we need agent stories for, like, the A-ranks as well. Like, Seth has a brother, right? That's, like, complete opposite of him. I want to see more about that. He and I both graduated from the same academy, just not the same year. Executive officer, what are you doing here? Nothing much, really, just a teensy little favor. Like, honestly, this little story here with Harumasa, I mean, again, it's hard to tell because we just started, but I feel like this is going to be cooler, in a sense, than the main story. Yes, of course, it's not going to have the big boss fight, but, like, you get to see this interaction between Harumasa and Seth, and, like, how Harumasa knows Seth's brother. You don't get any of that in the main story. You love Caesar so much, she wanted to take down Bringer by herself. Yeah, dude, they should have let her. Caesar's just like, oh, new enemy. Let me fight him. Like the Goku effect. New enemy, huh? I'll take him on. Yeah, Nomi. Unfortunately, you're right. A rank stories won't. They gotta put the money where the money comes, right? So that's gonna be the limited ranks, limited S ranks. You gotta wash dishes? No worries, pretty. I gotta do dishes as well tomorrow. I know Public is investigating the illegal drug case. Can I take a look at the samples you seized? That's crucial evidence. You're definitely trying to steal our credit. This case hasn't been transferred over to HSO yet. The drugs are connected to an important case I'm investigating. According to Public Security Handbook, rule number... what was it again? In any case, public officers are obligated to assist executive officers with their investigations inside the hollows. In other words, you can't say no to me. It's not that we don't want to provide them, it's just that all the confiscated drugs have been sent to the evidence room. And we don't have any with us right now. Right, Seth? Yeah, we only get A ranks as like an add-on. Like Seth was only there as like a +1 to Jane's story, right? Yeah, hopefully we can just have more A ranks in general. That's what I want. Caesar is so cool. She's got like that like Genki dorky tomboy vibe, which I am all for. Yeah, believe it or not, agent stories are focused on the agents. What? It's crazy. Has anyone told you that you're terrible at lying? Since you're unwilling to cooperate, I guess I'll just have to take them myself. Are we gonna fight Seth? Harumasa dashes over to Seth with incredible speed. Such clean moves. Did you just go through my pockets? Harumasa picks up the syringe he confiscated from Seth and carefully examines it in the sunlight. Then, aren't we at like nighttime right now? Under the shocked gazes of the officers, he squeezes a few drops onto his palm before lowering his head to sniff the scent. Then he casually tosses the drug back to Seth. Danchik, unfortunately, I feel like if there was going to be an A rank in 1.5, we would have seen them by now, so... Sadly, I don't think so. This is an unfinished product. You haven't completed the potency tests, have you? The active ingredients are too minimal to increase ether aptitude. When are the idols? Oh yeah, when the idols, like, because the idols are like 3 girls, at least, we know, right? Surely one of them has to be an A rank, right? Surely they're not gonna make all 3 of the idol girls and or like the idol robots S ranks, right? Surely not. But I feel like that's something they might do. This is an unfinished product, blah blah blah. The active ingredients are too minimal to increase ether aptitude. 1.5 should drop on like January 22nd-ish. If you ask me, this isn't the real stuff, just a cheap knockoff. How did you manage to gather so much information from just a few looks and a couple of sniffs? Because I'm an elite from Section 6. Do you regret choosing public security when you graduated? You really know how to piss someone off, don't you? Thanks for the compliment. By the way, I should probably mention that there's a whole bunch of ethereals over there sprinting this way. I'll leave them for our brave and skilled public officers to handle. S ranks with an A rank manager, maybe. Maybe. Didn't Seth drop mid 1.1? No, if I'm not mistaken, like Seth was at the same time as, like it was back to back to back, right? They showed off Jane, Chingy, and Seth all like within the span of 3 days. Don't think of the 22nd as being too long of a wait. Think of it as more time to save. Think of it like that. I'm sure you don't need me to deal with these ethereals, right? Besides, I'm busy protecting my Bangboo here. I believe in you. Go team. Yeah, I think... I know in my one other video, I got tricked up because normally patches should be 6 weeks, but this one specifically, this patch specifically of 1.4 is only 5 weeks. I'm sure. You do that. Keep me safe. Don't worry, I won't let anything happen to you. Just ignore him. Let's fight. After a fierce battle, the public security officers defeat the swarm of ethereals. Since Evelyn came out of nowhere, I want to be surprised. Honestly, Owl, that is very wishful thinking, and I'm hoping for the same. But right at that moment, a boy appears nearby, stumbling towards the group. Because yeah, like obviously Astra was teased a little bit through like in-game billboards and stuff like that, but Evelyn being out of nowhere shows that there might be others that they're working on as well that are like in the pipeline that we don't know of. We may get a lot of freebies for Chinese. Oh, I'm assuming we'll get lots of freebies for Chinese New Year. Young citizen, have you gotten lost in the hollow? Do you need help? They're still there. What's happening? Is that a sign of corruption? Uh-oh. Do we gotta put this guy down? Maybe he can't hear us either. Stay away from him. Oh, he's got a morb. Oh, he is morbing. Yeah, Evelyn just appeared and was like, by the way, I'm here. And she, at least for me, she absolutely like eclipsed Astra. Especially because, I mean, in that trailer as well that they showed at the Game Awards, not only did we get to see this new exciting, like, hot mommy, but they even showed some gameplay of her, or like a little bit of animations of her fighting with like the ropes and stuff, and I'm like, ooh. The kid's morbing into an ethereal. Plus his core came out in seconds. That's impossible. He's gonna attack. This ethereal is tougher than it looks. If you don't want to fight, then get behind me now. I'll take him down. This is a Thanatos, yep. Like stun? Yes, it is. Chicken number gets away from the stun. Actually, no, I should better finish him up here. Your under night and birth brain cells activated when you saw Evelyn. You should get Astra for the account, but Evelyn is sort of exactly like I know everyone says Astra is gonna be good, like because she's a limited support, right? But like Evelyn's hotter though. It does feel rough because A ranks aren't too far behind S ranks quality wise. Yeah, like again, when Seth came out, I still feel like he was way cooler in terms of animation compared to Jane. Mainly because I get Jane was like a super fast rat and agile, but her attacks were just her teleporting around. You don't even see her most of the time. But like, I feel like so much love and care was put into Seth's animations with his whole charge blade, the way you actually get to see his sword and shield morph around. That was so cool. What happened to him? His corruption symptoms were unlike everything we've seen in the handbook, and his core appeared almost instantly. There was no chance we could have saved him. That's because those weren't signs of corruption. They're indicators of late-stage disease. Ether aptitude regression syndrome. People with this condition are naturally frail, with lesions appearing on their skin, but they have a higher ether aptitude than the average person. In the late stages, their bodies will rapidly deteriorate until they gradually lose all sensory perception under severe pain. In the end, just like that kid, even the slightest contact with ether causes severe corruption. Their high ether aptitude makes this disease turn a blessing into a curse, and there's no cure yet. Oh, Harumasa, like, his eyes perked up at no cure. Long time no see, Harumasa. How have you been these past years? Oh, I guess that's why he perked up. You feel like Idols are going to be the same faction as Astra and Evelyn? Like they're all in the same record label? Ooh, that might be a good option. We're old acquaintances. What are you doing here? Look at you, all grown up. What happened to my little pal? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirishima. I'm a doctor of sorts. That child who just turned into an ethereal was my patient. His condition had progressed to late stages. He couldn't take the pain anymore, so he decided to enter the hollow and end his own life. Ooh. Oh yeah, like the Lucy animations, like how when she like gets knocked back, the three little boars push her back up and stuff like that. It's so cool. There's again, the A ranks have so much soul to them that you don't see in the other agents. It's a little confusing they wouldn't mention this disease in the officer handbook to keep officers prepared, but I guess yeah, it's like confidential or like slightly more higher up knowledge, right? Sorry you had to see that. Children suffering from this disease usually don't live long. I wish I'd noticed his emotional struggle sooner. All those strange things just now were symptoms of a disease. At any rate, public security will need to look into this. We'll have to bring you in for a statement. I'll fully cooperate with public security's work, but first, could you please give me a moment to catch up with my dear classmate here? Classmate? Oh. Seth and the other officer step aside to start examining the evidence left by the ethereal. I don't really see any need for us to catch up. Come on now, I thought we'd have a lot to share. Honestly, I never imagined you'd still be and become such an outstanding executive officer. Impressive. But you've always been a well-behaved, diligent, and hard-working kid. It looks like all your efforts has paid off. Yeah, hard-working, wait, what? None of that sounds like the Harumasa I know. I'll take that as a compliment. Since when did you become a doctor, and one who takes on patients like that? I ran a sanatorium that treats patients with ether aptitude regression syndrome. Can we not just shorten that? Oh wait, ears. I treat patients with ears. That's a lot of patients. To make up for my past mistakes. I'm genuinely surprised hearing those words coming from your mouth. I may have done some bad things, but I was deceived by that man just like you were. You know that, otherwise I wouldn't have been acquitted. You glad they gave Piper the spotlight? Oh, when she was like driving around the truck and stuff like that. All the factions so far have 4 or 5 members, right? Aren't there only 3 Robo Idols? Yeah, it would be weird to have only the 2, what is it called? Stars of the Era? Evelyn and Astra, because then, like, there's no, like, especially if the team buff is to say, oh, you need to have either this or somebody in the same faction. It's like, you only have one other option then. It's like, the only team possible for them is each other. Whatever you say, what does any of this have to do with me? Opal Squad only has 1 for now, but we do know that there are meant to be more, right? It's just whenever they decide to reveal them. If fate has reunited us here, there must be a reason. You and I, we should work together. I've found some leads on him already. You've been looking for him for a while too, right? If you want, we can find him together, as classmates. You've been investigating Master? That's right. I found a shelter that he used to hide in years ago. It was corrupted by a hollow, but there are still many clues left behind. If we work together and investigate the shelter, we might be able to follow the trail and locate where he's hiding now. I think you may have seen Idol's art with the 4th character among them who could fit the bill as a manager. Ooh. By the way, Master told me that I was only a student, and you were just an assistant. We're not classmates. I was clueless as a kid and didn't care about these things, so I'd appreciate if you stopped acting like we're friends. Come on, but we're indeed. Sorry, how much longer will you need? It's not safe. We should get out of here ASAP. We're done talking. The rest is public security's job, and I won't interfere. Goodbye, everyone. Harumasa grabs the Bangboo beside him and rushes towards the hollow exit, as if he's afraid someone was going to ask him to stay and work overtime. No secrets allowed in my new Eridu. I mean, yeah, unless, like... who else would be in Astra's faction? Like, the idea of a same label or something, like same studio, would make sense, right? Ever heard of that old saying, no secrets allowed in my new Eridu? That wasn't intentional. We can talk about it once we get somewhere safe. Why are all the villains in Zenless and Zero evil just for evil? Well, to be fair, we don't know yet. Like, we don't know the reasoning behind why Sarah wants to do the things she does. They could very easily turn it into like a sad sob story. To be honest, I was only planning to snag a few samples from the public offices. Everything that happened afterwards, the kid turning into an ethereal and Kirishima, none of that was part of the plan. Apparently you guys were close. I have a master and Kirishima was my master's assistant. I guess you could say we're old acquaintances. No heartwarming cheesy movie moments between me and him. I don't trust him. You don't usually dislike people so openly. About the master thing. Cards on the table. Oh, the law dropped here. I told you the guy who had made that drug is a wanted criminal who's been missing? That guy is my master. His drug improves ether aptitude temporarily, but there's no way around the terrible side effects, and that's not all. He was found guilty by the Inquisitors. The Inquisitors? Hello. Somebody mentioned the Mace Girl or the Hammer Girl earlier. She supposedly is part of the Inquisitors, so they are a real faction still. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, Nomi, where it shows like the transformation ability of how like the one robot girl can like project a human skin on herself. He was found guilty by the Inquisitors in a trial at the time, but disappeared before facing punishment. Kirishima thinks my master fled to avoid punishment. He feels that he was deceived into participating in illegal experiments, so he wants to get back at my master for it. He even wanted me to join him. What do you think of your master? Do you want revenge against your master too? My master taught me a lot of things, including archery. To me, he was like family. I was clueless about his research until he disappeared. I've been hoping to find him because I have a question only he can answer. I've been trying to investigate this case since I became an executive officer, but there's never been any substantial evidence until the drug resurfaced recently. The sample I saw was not my master's work. It's a cheap knockoff, an unfinished product that's less effective with worse side effects. Oh yeah, I guess Pompey is a good example of, well, I mean, he was never a bad guy to begin with, right? He was just taken advantage of by that one other dude in the gang. There, I just told you everything. Very sincere of me as a partner, don't you think? This isn't actually for work, just my private investigation. If Chief Miyabi and the others ask, can you keep it a secret for me, please? Maybe. Whatever you need, just say the word, please. Didn't realize it's so late already. I'm heading out. I'll let you know when I find any more leads. Though I came mentally prepared, I knew dealing with an executive officer would get complicated. And Harumasa, he's definitely hiding something from us. Like his past. He seems open enough, but it's like he's purposely dodging a lot of the important stuff. Anyway, it's getting late. Today's been such a long day. I'm so eepy. Alright, but on to chapter 2. I'm assuming there's 3, right? Yeah. As always, there's 3. It would be weird to have one faction of singers and then a second faction. Yeah. I'm a... Dude, okay, hang on. I forget everything. Look at the cute little Shockboo on the side there. It's like scratching its head and petting itself. Dude. Oh, I love Shockboo. Right on time. This place has a good rep. Seems pretty popular too. It's alright. I mean, free food is free food, right? Did you ask me out just so we can mooch off of together? I was just kidding. This is about the commission from before, of course. You've met the one treating me to this meal. When people are unusually nice for no reason, it might just be a trap. If anything goes wrong along the way, I can only rely on you. Oh, yeah. I think... Astra... Yeah, she does mention that she was like, contacting the sport. Also, in hindsight, because remember when Snap was in there, she was saying, oh, I see these movies that I was in, and stuff like that. So yeah, obviously it was Astra. If possible, I'd like to be buried at sea. Wait, what? Where's this coming from? Looks like they're here. Harumasa is such a sweet guy. Everyone who's good with children is automatically your favorite. You've got a lot of brothers and get along with him. He's like me for real. He just like me for real. In the distance, a familiar figure appears. Harumasa's alleged senior classmate from before. 3 young people looking a little uneasy trail behind him. Sorry to keep you waiting, Harumasa. And this is? This is my friend, Weiss. He's interested in the sanatorium you're running. He's a big shot tycoon, runs a super successful business. I don't know about that. If you impress him, he might just invest. Guys like him love donating to good causes. I am indeed a big shot. Let me introduce. These kids are currently living at my sanatorium. Tsubaki, Kana, Ryosuke. Say hi to everyone. Nice to meet you. Okay, I understand that these guys... Okay, I'm assuming these are the children. They look just as tall as that guy. Like, I wouldn't have thought that these were little kids. Our families left us when we got sick. We're lucky Mr. Kirishima took us in. Yeah, Mr. Kirishima's sanatorium gave us free food, shelter, and medical care. Without him, we'd be homeless. We're all very grateful to him. Oh... I'm just doing my part. Ears is very rare. Hardly anyone understands what you're getting through, or you're going through. Oh really? Last I heard, certain characteristics of this disease are pretty well known. Anyway, since we're all here today, let's talk about happier things, shall we? My new manager friend here might not know this, but Harumasa was a real genius when he was a kid. First time he picked up a bow, he was hitting bullseyes. Just incredible. Yeah, and Snapback was trying to rescue the virtual intelligence. Yeah, the virtual construct, which might be one of the other idol girls, right? At least, like, that's what's implied. You're gonna be so annoyed hearing the 10-year-olds that sound older than Collida. I can't imagine. And not just archery, this kid could learn anything with minimal guidance. Gotta envy that talent. Too bad Master turned out the way he did. The things that man did are unforgivable. That's why I want to find him with Harumasa. Your name's Kana, right? Why are you so quiet? She's not used to socializing due to her health. Don't mind her. Come on, no use just standing here. Let's go inside and have some hot pot. At the table, Kirishima goes on about Harumasa's glorious past. According to him, Harumasa was a real prodigy. It's a mystery what happened to make him the guy who can't even be bothered to knock on the door twice. It'd be very nice if his more robot characters is a new species or type additional skill. Oh, that'd be interesting. Not sure if Harumasa is shy or what, but every time Kirishima flatters him, he just keeps his head down, fiddling with his phone. Is he the type that gets embarrassed easily? The group chats over hot pot in a pleasant, but not exactly lively atmosphere. Of course, Kirishima does most of the talking. The sanatorium kids are very shy and quiet. Throughout the conversation, Kirishima repeatedly tries to steer the topic toward their master, but Harumasa skillfully changes the subject each time, until they finish it within no chance to continue. Yeah, teenagers would make sense. I still like... it's weird to think that like Belle and Weiss also teenagers, so it's like they're the same age, or like relatively within this like the same stone's throw, I guess you could call it that. Got any plans next? Maybe we could find somewhere else to... Before he can finish, a familiar public security officer walks up next to him. Seth? Yeah. Sorry that we're meeting again under such circumstances, Mr. Kirishima, but we received an anonymous tip about illegal activities you may be involved with. Please come with us. You must be mistaken. I've always been a law-abiding citizen. That's a lie. We're here for you. You know exactly what this is about. Come along, Mr. Kirishima. We'll get you situated with some fresh tea down at the station. I'm afraid this isn't a good time. I have to take these kids back to the sanatorium soon. They hardly get to see the outside world, and I can't just leave them all on their own. We'll take care of that. Cooperating with PubSec is every law-abiding citizen's duty. Don't give our officer a hard time. Tell you what, I'll take the kids. I promise they'll get back to the sanatorium safely. Sound good? Are they in their early 20s? I actually don't know. Mr. Kirishima, shall we go? Okay, I'll entrust the kids with you. But could you take them to Port Elpis? The sanatorium is nearby and I'll send someone to pick them up. You don't want me to visit the sanatorium? Got something to hide? Of course not. I just don't want you to go out of your way. The sanatorium is in a remote area with a quiet environment to better help our patients. It's really hard to find without someone leading the way. Well, my super rich friend here wants to come too. Wouldn't you want a wealthy investor to see your sanatorium? Might just drop a couple $100 million. I wish I had that much to drop. Huh? I'm very interested in your project, and if I like what I see, I'd happily invest $100 million. Caesar looks 25 but is mentally like 16 and 18, and that's why I love her. She's just a little dork. We need to prepare for such an esteemed guest properly. There's still parts of the sanatorium that need work. I think, yeah, maybe my issue is that Weiss absolutely is like, he seems like an adult. But Belle seems still like a teenage kid, like the mentality of her, like, oh, I just want to eat noodles, We'll be sure to invite you once everything's ready. Isn't that, even though I know they're twins, right, so they should, like, be the same age. Yes, Mr. Kirishima is right. We still have to get some things ready. I'll bring them to the port and your staff can meet us there. Okay, kids, stay close to Harumasa. Be good and don't cause him any trouble. Got it? Got it. See you later. Alright everyone, let's go. I'll take you to the port. They only confirmed... Yeah, like they're very good at like not mentioning ages and stuff like that. Mr. Harumasa, you drive way too fast. I feel a little... Oh, sorry. You got car sick? Want to take a break? I'm okay. Harumasa's usual smile fades as he scans the surroundings, his sharp golden eyes glinting with an unusual edge. After quickly assessing the area, he breathes a sigh of relief. Looks like your contact isn't here yet. In that case, let's go check out the ocean first. Umida! I knew you'd be on board. Come on. Ocean ahoy. Wait, I don't think this is a good idea. Mr. Kirishima's gonna get mad. Yeah, Mr. Kirishima never lets us stay outside for too long since he's worried about our health. Technically, Piper refers to Lucy as a teenage girl in text because the voiced line was, oh yeah, young girl, yeah. Like Yojo or something like that in Japanese. I guess if you wanted to properly translate it, it would be young girl. You seriously care that much about what that guy thinks? We relax. As long as we keep it in between us, we'll never know. He'll never know. I want to see the ocean. Kana. Come on, don't overthink it. If anything happens, I've got you covered. Just follow my lead. Are we gonna get like a heartfelt conversation here? Yeah, Piper has got the whole like the granny, a little old me, like vibes going on. It's beautiful here. You use English voice actors, so you notice the difference between spoken. Oh wait, really? That's very interesting. That like with the English, you would think that with the English voice acting, what they say matches what you read. That would annoy me as well. Like, if they say something that isn't like the actual lines itself, it's like, what's the point of the script then? What's the point of the, like the text? That's kind of annoying. You really want fishing in this game? Oh, I would do nothing but fish all day. Like, I understand if there's like translation differences, like localization stuff, but like, what, does that mean that there's a different localization team for the text versus the voice acting? Haven't you come here before? Of course we've been here. Just slipped my mind for a second, haha. That's right, we don't get out much because of our condition. Take it easy. Now that we're here, let's make the most of it and have some fun. Even the air here feels so much fresher. Over there, look, seagulls. I want to see it too. What's so special about seagulls? Why is it flying at me? Must have heard you talking trash about it. You spent some time together, enjoying the sea breeze and the beautiful scenery around you. If only things could stay like this forever. Yeah, the music in this game is so good. Especially, we heard it a bit now, but like the Harumasa battle theme is really nice. You have a guess that the spoken lines are more correct, presuming it takes more time to get a VA? I guess, yeah. Well, here's a good way to put it. Yeah, you said it earlier, but the voice line was young girl, but the text was teenage girl. I'd imagine young girl is probably the more correct translation, right? Because I think they do intentionally try to avoid any age-related terms, and teenage would like imply an age, whereas young girl could be anything. At the same time, Harumasa seems to notice something in the distance. His expression suddenly becomes serious, but just as quickly his usual smile returns as if nothing happened. Yeah, like the young girls and stuff like that is probably more correct. Alright everyone, I have an idea. Since the weather's so nice and we've got so many people, how about we play a game? You know, to pass the time. Let's play hide and seek. What do you say? I want to play tag, actually. Weiss and I will be the seekers and the three of you just... Are we gonna like say... Are we gonna let them hide and we just happen to not find them? It's fun once in a while. Well, since Kana's all for it, I guess I'm in. Oh, Jane is a woman with those Latina assets. You're not wrong. Great, you can start hiding now, just don't go too far, alright? You turn your backs together, you can faintly hear the sound of everyone running off. Looks like you're a little confused. What did you see? Yeah, Hades goes, when she first showed up, I wanted to say shell, but like the hair obviously was a bit too short and stuff like that. You got a sharp eye yourself, I see. I saw the contact Kirishima mentioned, he's right over there. But he's got bad eyesight or something. Hasn't even noticed us. Ah, so that's why you had everyone hide. Something's off with these kids. They're clearly afraid of something. Kirishima brought them here for this meal, probably to convince me he's turned over a new leaf and to convince me to help find my master. The fact that Caledon characters drive and renew their license. Oh, I guess you're right, yeah. Like, they're adult enough to have to go to like the public or public security and stuff like that. Also, yeah, they're actually 1,000 years old, but trapped in the body of a 12-year-old. They're actually Therans that they age very differently. Or they're gonna be like, oh, it's the ether aptitude that makes me look so young. They'll come up with some excuse. But my gut's telling me there's something fishy about the sanatorium here that I mentioned. I got Kirishima out of the way during the meal so I could talk to the kids alone and see if I could get anything out of them. And... oh, so he like tipped off Seth, right? Anonymous tip-off and all that. Seth's too stubborn for his own good. By the time he wraps his head around it, I would have already taken care of everything. You heard Hiroshima instead of Kirishima. I am a bit surprised that those names, Kirishima, Ryosuke, Kana, and the other girl, I forgot her name already, they weren't localized. Like, these are very Japanese names that... and I mean, like, they have clearly, like, done some localization. For example, Bell and Weiss are Rin and Akira. So, just an interesting note. What if you... honestly, Dantric, you're right. What if we just drop a nuke in the hollow? It might not be enough to put him away, but it's more than enough. Actually, the nuke is Miyabi. They just send her in and she just slashes everything to pieces. It might not be enough to put him away, but it's more than enough to make him sit through an afternoon at the pubsec. The tricky part is, these kids don't trust me either. Not surprising, given where they come from. We'll need to earn their trust first if we want to figure out what Kirishima is really up to. Oh, yeah, Shuyan and Chingy are very Chinese names as well. It's weird that they decide... yeah, it's actually very weird what they did decide to translate. Like, why did Bell and Weiss get translated? Of course, before that, we've got to deal with this troublesome contact. Harumasa pulled out his phone and started fiddling with it. All set, used the power of my money to round up some helpers. Our dear contact's probably gonna spend the afternoon enjoying a really good nap. Is this really the kind of thing an executive officer can do? Yeah, exactly. That's what they did, the Miyabi little teaser thing, right? They literally airdrop her in like a nuke, actually. I'm on vacation right now. I'm not an executive officer, just your average citizen. Alright then, let's go find those kids. True, there's always age shenanigans. They can say, well, actually, you need to be 25 in this world to drive. So since they can all drive, they're all of legal age. Yeah, I will say, yeah. This was another video I was thinking of making, like, not really lore related, but all of the different factions are very heavily inspired by certain things. So Section 6, very Japanese themed. You got like the samurai, ninja, whatever Miyabi. You got the Onis with Sokaku and like the Yanagi background. You got like a somewhat Chinese related backstory with Shuyan, Chingy, and Seth. Victoria housekeeping, very British and prim and proper. Also, like the theming around Victoria housekeeping, British, but also some like horror movie stuff. Ellen, Jaws, Lycan, werewolf, Rena, ghostly apparitions, Corin, Frankenstein, because she's like sort of like sewed and it's like screwed together and stuff like that. Bellabug Industries, Mother Russia, Big Machinery, and a bear, and stuff like that. And yeah. You love that Miyabi nuke video? It gives a lore reason why you have to finish your in 5 minutes. Oh yeah, that's actually true as well. And yeah, a guy named Anton as well. It's the perfect thing. So you found me after all. By the way, have you found Kana yet? Do I need to go in a specific order? What? I'm just worried about Kana since she's been feeling down lately. I've been meaning to say this for a while. You got a crush on Kana, don't you? How do you know? I mean, no, that's not what I meant. Oh. Don't be shy. I think you two would be cute together. Really? You think Kana and I would be good together? Sure. Even Weiss agrees. But Kana would never like me. I mean, she's always had her eyes on Shinya. Oh no, a love triangle. Shinya was a friend of ours from the sanatorium, but some stuff happens. Oh. So... you have a chance, I guess, if he passed away? So you feel like you could never measure up to someone who's gone? Of course not. It's just Shinya, he got hurt because of us. I don't have any need to be as brave as him. I didn't even have the guts to fight back. Sounds like your friend did something really amazing. He did, but I can't talk about the details. That's right. That's alright, I understand. Sounds like everyone at the sanatorium is really close with each other. People like us could disappear from this world without warning at any given minute. And this illness, the longer you stay in the sanatorium, the older you get. What? Oh, comma, the older you get, the more likely it is your illness gets to you. I was gonna say, what a dumb observation. The longer you stay here, the older you get. Like, no shit, you get older as time passes. But it's like a different like explanation of the longer you stay here and the older you get, the more likely it is that your illness gets to you. We've had friends who were fine one day and then gone the next. So yeah, we're all close because every meeting, every conversation could be the last. Honestly, sometimes I wonder, is it really worth all this effort just to keep living? The longer you stream, the older you get. No, say it ain't so. Is it not gonna be... maybe it's like... maybe, who knows? Maybe coming back to us, our theory about ages. The only way you age is if you stay at the sanatorium. Piper and Lucy and all of them, they weren't at the sanatorium, so they haven't been aging. Maybe that's why they look so young. Who knows? Maybe that's the real reason behind all of this stuff. We found the key. Harumasa looked at Yosuke with a serious expression, his golden eyes steady and profound, as if filled with untold stories. Within their depths, it was as if he wasn't just looking at the person in front of him, but also glimpsing fragments of his own past as well. Yeah, you die when you're dead. People die when they're killed. Because I want to believe that everything is worth it. So, until our final moments arrive, don't give up, alright? I got it. By the way, could you help me talk to Kana? She's been really upset after what happened to Shinya. I'm scared she might do something reckless. Don't worry, we'll talk to her. Yeah, it's... oh, speaking of, I think it's like Ben's birthday today, isn't it? I remember seeing on Twitter an image of Ben with some stuff on his head. Tsubaki! Oh no, you found me! It's been a while since I played hide and seek. I didn't expect it to be this fun. You hid really well, took us a while to track you down. Thankfully, we had an objective marker above your head. Yeah, the Ben with the little glasses and collar showing off the cake, it's so cool. Really? Hehe. Yep, for real, you picked a smart hiding spot. By the way, I wanted to ask you something. What did Kirishima say about me to you? He said that you're a very important guest and we should make a good impression. Something like that. Ah, that guy sure likes to make things up. We did know each other as kids, but we've got nothing to do with each other now. He probably wants to take advantage of my position in the HSO and get me to bend the rules for him. But that's not happening. I'd get fired for that. Then why are you with Mr. Kirishima? The truth is, while working in the Hollow recently, I ran into a boy who'd been... Was that Shinya? No, that can't be him. Uh-oh. I ran into a boy who'd been consumed by the corruption, turning him into an ethereal. Turns out that boy was one of the patients from your sanatorium. Uh-oh. Oh no. We killed the girl. We killed the girl that kinda likes... oh, they killed the boy that kinda likes. According to Kirishima's statement, Shinya couldn't bear the pain from his illness anymore and chose to take his own life by running into the Hollow, where he was eventually turned into an ethereal. Shinya wasn't what? It's nothing. By the way, I noticed you seem real concerned about that girl Kana. Is she okay? Shinya's death hit her really hard. Oh, is she gonna... also do the same thing, like suicide pact. Once Astra releases, when we get her into the Codex and see her birthday, we can know around what day we defeated Bringer. Oh, you're right, because like, I guess like yeah, it's the very next day, because we go to sleep and the very next day is when we meet up with Astra and see her birthday. Shinya and Kana have known each other for a long time. They grew up together, they were among the first to enter the sanatorium, so I guess they supported each other through a lot. It'd be crazy if they like were aware of this and they make Astra's birthday like the day after the patch releases, so that it's like lore accurate. She reminds me of a girl I worked with once who had emotional issues her family ignored. It only got worse and she eventually took her own life. Why is this story so dark? That sounds awful. Kana wouldn't do something like that, would she? To be honest, I've studied a bit of psychology. If she's left to her own devices, it could be dangerous. Then what should we do? Please, you gotta help her. Can you tell me more about what's going on with Kana? Actually, I think she might be like that case you just mentioned. She's gonna suicide. I know our illness makes things tough, but Kana wasn't always like this. She used to be the most optimistic person in the sanatorium. When I first got there, I almost didn't make it. It was her who got me through the roughest patch. But after what happened with Shinya, she completely changed. She's closed off, barely says a word, and won't even touch her food. No matter how much I try to cheer her up, nothing works. At this rate, her body won't hold up. She's my best friend. I just want her to be happy. So please help her. I understand. Don't worry. We'll do what we can to help. You might not believe it, but my friend here is also pretty good at comforting people. Are we? I love how modest you are sometimes. I'll leave it to you then. Did Kana get lost or something? We need to find her fast. Let's split up and search. She couldn't have gone far. Okay. I've got a hunch. Let's check near the lighthouse. You can't wait for the effort to try and understand the current timeline. To end with Ben's birthday in-game the week after the next patch, yeah. There's no sign of her around here either. Do you think she snuck up the lighthouse? Let's go check. Isn't this area off limits? Did you forget? I'm an executive officer after all. At times like this, you'll just have to trust me. Let's head up the lighthouse. Ooh, I like the little slow fade in. It's been so long since I've seen a view like this. And take a good long look. After all, the view's not going anywhere. Was she about to jump? Was that why Harumasa... Oh. Is that the hunch you were going off of, Harumasa? Do you know about our illness? Of course, I also know about Shinya. Your friends are really worried about you. They want you to keep on living. I wish all of us could be cured, but they never wanted us to get better. So what? What? They don't want you to get better, so what? That's what they want. It's got nothing to do with you. The only thing you need to consider is, what do you want? Or what do you want? Tell me, if we're destined from birth to live only a brief, painful life, what's the point of trying so hard to live? This sounds like we're trying to talk her down from jumping. Oof, that's a pretty heavy question. For me though, it's because I want to believe that something good will happen. Like you, I spent most of my childhood in a hospital room because of my condition. But now, at least I can stand in a place where I can feel the wind. Harumasa turns towards the sea, letting the gentle breeze lift his yellow headband. In the distance, seagulls cry as they fly by, and the sunlight shimmers golden across the water. But the brightest of lights sparkles in his eyes. A lot of archers don't like the wind because it messes with their aim. But I love it. It gives me this sense of freedom. I didn't expect you to be such a poet. I was thinking I'd get a snarkier answer. Oh, come on. I'm always super gentle to you kids. He does have a sharp tongue though. You have a point, but I've always been sharp-tongued with the people who deserve it. You're so close. Which is only natural. Weiss is the best partner I could ask for. After all, I'd totally be lost without him. Anyway, I'll get it because I'm his carrot in the hollows. Anyway, back on topic. This is your life, Kana. You have to decide what you're living for. If you really don't want to live anymore, well, there's nothing much I can say. Yeah, the only way they could make this more obvious is if we were like shouting from the bottom of the lighthouse saying like with a megaphone, like, don't do it. She def has that ideation. Yeah, like this is like when you're going up into like an isolated, like alone time. This is where you go to like, I used to say consider it, like to think about it and be alone with your thoughts, right? Come on, I'm just being honest. Don't you guys ever get tired of people shouting, stay strong and you've got to keep going? Like they're selling some self-help course? It gets annoying, right? Yeah, hearing that can feel like salt in the wound. But no matter what, being a survivor in your own heart is better than just being a victim, right? Again, it's so crazy that this is Harumasa, the happy-go-lucky guy. This is a good insight into what he's really like. Even Shinya, I bet he never saw himself as just a victim. He must have chosen his path to protect someone precious to him. To protect you, Kana. Just then, Tsubaki and Ryosuke show up. Kana, there you are. Are you okay? I'm fine, I just wanted to take in the view a bit longer, to remember it better. Well, you should have said so. Easy peasy, since everyone's here, let's go take a group photo. A photo will preserve this moment. Let me take the picture. Best leave the photo taking to the pro. I could take the picture just like this. Complete horrible picture, we're all off to the side. Can I take multiple ones? I want as wide and as close to no one. Also, what the fuck are you doing? I'm taking the photo, you prick. What are you doing with your phone out, you asshole? I guess we only get them. I guess I can take that and then just zoom in later on. This game is going to treat you mentally better than... Honestly, yeah, like, this Harumasa story... So, again, spoilers. Oh, not really spoilers. A friend of mine who I chat to very often, when he told me about how good Harumasa's story was, he said that it's honestly on par with Rina's story. And I'll be honest, Rina's story hits so close to home with the whole, like, you know, old granny dementia story. Obviously, all the others are, like, very lighthearted, like, oh, it's Chingy, she's trying to find out Bangboos. Oh, hee hee hee. Oh, it's Grace, you know, she has a history of loving robots. But Rina's hits so hard, because it's like, it's a real thing. It's like an actual real thing. And now Harumasa's as well. Like, these agent stories are so crazy. Wow, they look great. And actually, yeah, like, Kem actually brings up a really good point. Like, this is like the exact, it's too real, these stories. Like, the happy-go-lucky guy is actually like the one with like the darkest backstory and stuff like that. Oh my goodness, and oh, hello. Thank you for the raid, Skia, over on Twitch. Thank you for the raid. Let me give you guys a quick shout out. Oh, how do I give shout outs again? Exclamation point SO, right? I think that should work. If not, but anyway, hello Skiazal, how's Zenless? It's been great. We are going through a very somewhat deep and dark story with Harumasa's agent story. Zenless 0, great game. Hopefully a lot of you know about it. And yes, Nami, it is a Twitch side raid. But yeah, this is a great game. Hopefully you had a great stream. Right now though, we're going through a pretty heavy story. But yeah, we're gonna try and join this a bit. You joined Zenless 0 because of him. I think you and a lot of people. He's free. He's great. But yeah, my name is Shanahavt. I mostly stream Zenless 0. I make mostly a lot of videos of the game over on YouTube, so you guys can check that out if you are interested to know more about Zenless 0. And yes, I am a little kitty cat. Or at least that's what my VTuber model is. But yeah, you guys joined us just in the middle of this story, which... To catch you up, essentially, these three kids, they have a disease. This one girl, Kana, she just tried to kill herself, kind of, or was contemplating it. We talked her out of it, and we're gonna learn more about it now. Let me see. Did the wind mess up my hair? I don't think so. It looks pretty good to me. Oh, okay. And also, this guy, Ryosuke, has a crush on this girl, Kana. There's a little bit of a love story going on as well. But here's the twist. He likes her. But she likes another guy that's dead. So it's kind of awkward. Stop twisting Kana's words to suit yourself like that. Thanks for the photo. I really like them. Don't mention it. What do we do next? We still have plenty of time. There's only one task ahead of us. To enjoy ourselves here. Wow, the scenery here is amazing. Dude, this would be such a good time for fishing. The sea breeze, so refreshing. Exactly. I don't know why, but it feels like the whole world has suddenly quietened down. I could stay here all day. Well, better not, you might catch a cold. Harumasa is very sweet and thoughtful. Harumasa Masa. Oh, the little cute nickname of his. Kidding. Come on, I've always been thoughtful, haven't I? By the way, this place is a great photo spot. Are we gonna take another photo? Oh yeah! I swear, if one of these kids are on their phone again, I'm gonna flip my shit. Get off your phone, Kana, you stupid bitch! We're taking a photo. What are you doing? Alright, let's... Oh, dude, actually, hang on. No. Forget about everyone else. I want that seagull in the photo. Front and center. I guess I can get the others in there as well, but... Yo, look at that seagull. Hang on. We gotta wait for like... Oh, no, it won't let me... I have to like angle it properly. No. Asaba is in the picture. Okay, there we go. Boom. Seagull, front and center. Yo, guys, name my band. Oh, I should have cropped them. I should have cropped them out of the picture. Also, what are you doing? Your phone isn't even... Is it rotated? What is that photo that you have there? Can we zoom in and enhance in that? Oh, a walk of seagulls. A walk of seagull. It was just the one. Tsubaki over here. Say cheese. I'm not ready yet. I see. The middleman outsourced this task to you. What, you don't have something against Bangboo, do you? Oh, this Bangboo's doing that animation that I love. Where it like points his fingers out and like does the weird eyes. Or maybe, yeah. Honestly, if I ever see somebody, I don't know, maybe it's just me. If I ever see somebody out in public with their phone and they're not taking a picture, but they have their phone horizontal, I just assume they're playing a game. I'm like, what game are you playing? Why are you holding your phone horizontally? Nobody uses their phone horizontally normally. What are you doing over there? And I walked so far away. We completed the mission perfectly, you know. Or watching a video, yeah, true. But also, like, yeah, I guess. You're trying to sneakily watch a YouTube video or something like that. Of course not. Just a little surprise, that's all. The accusing gesture, like, that's the best way to put it. This little Bangboo here. Since you completed the mission, you'll get what's owed. Mr. Harumasa, would you like to take a group... Another one? Coming. Alright, let's leave it at that for now. Goodbye, friends. Are you talking to the Bangboo? No, just to myself. They're calling us over for a photo. Let's go. Wild at a band named Flock of Seagulls made a song called Ran, yeah. What can we get a funny picture of this time around? Nothing really. This is just a regular photo, I guess. You spend the day strolling, having fun, and enjoying each other's company. By evening, you gather again near the fast food stand. Oh, actually, hang on. Forget about everyone else. Now we can get a real close-up shot. Yo, what up, my guy? No, stare at me again. Dude, it's perfect. It's actually perfect. Tsubaki, let's go to the restroom. Have a great stream ahead. Thank you, Skeziel. And yeah, hopefully you have a great Christmas as well. And thanks once again for the raid. Tsubaki, let's go. Okay. Is it just me? So Kana and Tsubaki, if there are any girls out there, why? Why do girls always go to the bathroom together? Like, do you need help in there? Oh, what's happening there? Is it a team effort? Again, I don't know, but like, it's always weird. Ryosuke. Whoa, hang on, Ryosuke should come too. Okay. I think I understand where this is going now. That is inappropriate, isn't it? Just do as I say. Kana dragged Tsubaki and Ryosuke away. They're probably going to discuss whether they should trust us or not. Also, shout out the Bangboos in the back there. He's doing the pose. And also the other Bangboo is like scratching its head. Oh, dude, look at the Bangboo in the back. You've really got a knack for intel gathering. I am a Section 6 elite after all. But, you know, I feel like I can see a bit of my past self in them. I especially Kana's question. I've asked myself that many times before. Sadly, this is something no one else can give you an answer to. You've already become a capable adult. Now who's the sweet talker here, eh? Just then, Harumasa seems to hesitate to say something. At that moment, a familiar voice suddenly comes from not far away. It's Seth and his colleagues. Who knows? Actual guest safety, maybe? No reason not to be extra. I guess, yeah, you're right. As a girl walking around alone, you never know where the bathroom is, especially if you're in an unfamiliar place. That makes sense. Also, yeah, I guess if you may as well chat shit, I guess. I see some familiar faces. Let's go check it out. It's Seth and Kirishima. Oh, we're gonna eavesdrop. You mean the drugs we seized are linked to a big case from years ago? That's what people are saying. Apparently, it's a case from way back when. There was this researcher who invented an enhancing serum that could boost ether aptitude significantly in an instant. Even though it had nasty side effects and was totally illegal, it still caught the eye of some groups. But that's not even the wildest part. Do you know how the drug is made? They make it from living beings. Like animals? Or don't tell me it's humans. Don't tell me it's humans. You can't even imagine. Oh, it's stem cells, I guess. Live human tissue? It's from patients with a special disease. We saw one, remember? The kid who turned into an ethereal right before us. I think it was called ears. It's a terminal illness. Most patients die before reaching adulthood, and the longer they live, the older they get, the more dangerous it gets. They rarely make it past their 20s. Oh. Oh, okay, yeah. Like, die in their teenage years. The gist of it is, because of this disease, their tissue can be used to create the wonder drug that boosts ether aptitude. What wonder drug? This is straight up illegal. And using living people to make it? Do they even see them as humans? Well, it's definitely very risky for the patients. It could worsen their illness, maybe even kill them. But to be honest, if they could reduce the side effects, I'd be up for trying it. Considering we have to go into the hollows regularly, even the best of us can run into danger. If we had a drug like this, we'd feel a lot safer. Yeah, it is very funny that the acronym is EARS. I am treating patients with ears. But isn't that unethical? Yeah, we might be safer, but what about the patients? They deserve to live a good life too. You make a good point. It's a small price to pay. Since the disease is terminal, just like your colleague pointed out, maybe using them to make drugs that help others isn't such a bad idea. Making the world a better place often means sacrifices. Between patients who won't live long and promising officers like you, the choice is obvious. Looking at the big picture from New Eridu's standpoint, these patients are just unnecessary sacrifices we have to make. Asaba Harumasa, as an executive officer of Section 6, how could you say that? No one deserves to be sacrificed. We all swore an oath when we graduated from the academy. No matter where we end up, PubSec or HSO, we pledge to serve and protect all civilians equally, not to judge them as more or less valuable. You can't wear one life over another. If you really believe that, you shouldn't be wearing that uniform. Oof. Alright. Catfight. Harumasa probably didn't mean it that way. Interesting. I never thought a man like your brother could have a sibling like you. What's my brother got to do with this? Just thinking out loud. Seth Lowell. You wanna fight me? I'm not afraid of you. You're an honest man. You're going to make an excellent PubSec officer. And just to clarify, the drug is made from spinal fluid, not body tissue. It has to be extracted directly from the back of the neck while the patient is still alive. That's why the cover of this Asian story has wires in the back of Harumasa's neck. I see. Well then, I'll leave you officers to your work. Not sure about what's going on, you walk away with Harumasa. From a distance, you hear Seth's confused voice, asking for his partner's opinion. He appears to suspect that Harumasa was making fun of him. Seth is great. Again, give us more A ranks. Like, Seth is so cool. You're not mad, are you? Oh no, I was just curious about how other authorities think about the drug. That's all. By the way, what's your take on this drug? I mean, even if it is only the spinal fluid, that's still kind of messed up. What kind of civilized society would use living people to make medicine? I mean, isn't that what stem cell research is? No, I mean, to be fair, also, I think stem cell research is a lot less harmful. No one should be a sacrifice, huh? I see. Harumasa looks like he has something to say, but remains silent in the end. The kids are probably done talking. Let's go check on them. You guys back from your communal bathroom break. What do you want to drink? It's on me. Excuse me, can I get a bitter gourd juice first? Interesting. That's a unique choice. You might be surprised, but bitterness can actually taste pretty good once you're used to it. Oh my goodness, because he had to take so much medicine. And medicine is usually bitter. So he likes the bitter. Oh, man. When you've had to take... Okay, well, he just explained what I just said. When you've had to take as many meds as I have, for as long as I have, you start to appreciate the flavor. Everyone orders their drinks. An awkward silence settles in until Tsubaki, Kana, and Ryosuke exchange looks. Relax, you can trust me, not just because I'm from HSO. I've also got some unfinished business with Kirishima. It was Kirishima who killed Shinya, and others too. A lot of kids at the sanatorium have died because of him. He's doing experiments on you, isn't he? You knew? Just a guess. I didn't see any puncture marks on your necks. He must have told you to cover them up. Kirishima's been using us, taking our spinal fluid to make that ether aptitude booster drug. The whole sanatorium is just one big human experiment lab, but he tells everyone it's a charity to help us. Shinya died because of him. Shinya wasn't even that sick. He had the mildest symptoms among us all. But Kirishima, he injected Shinya with the drug he developed himself, just because he wanted to collect data on the side effects, fully aware it's deadly to people like us. Even though his drug is an unfinished product, the side effects are still too much for patients with ether aptitude with ears. I'm sorry. Again, it's so funny to replace this with the acronym. The side effects are still too much for patients with ears. Also, what's up, Angel? Why does Seth look like Haseo? I mean, you could argue there's some inspirations taken. Shinya took my place. I was the one who was supposed to get injected. Let's go report this right now. I know people at public security. Let's go and report this case immediately. We can't. He warned us that the other kids at the sanatorium are his hostages, and if we did anything, they'll die. How's your condition right now? I probably don't have much... I don't have much time left. Kana, no. Don't say things like that, Kana. We're all gonna be okay. I'm not just saying that, Tsubaki. I made up my mind. Next time when it's your turn to extract the spinal fluid, just use mine. He won't care whose it is, as long as it works. At the very least, I want to do something meaningful before my time is up. You should rest more because your condition's worsened. I'm doing okay right now. They can have my spinal fluid. As the kids try to volunteer, is Harumasa gonna donate his fluid or something? Oh, his spinal fluid, I should clarify. Signaling them to stop talking, you then notice Kirishima approaching. Yesterday you got Miyabi on. Ooh, that's some great luck, Angel. Congrats. There you all are. I've been looking everywhere. Look who's here. What took you so long? I thought you'd forgotten about those kids. I would never. The guy I sent to meet you must have dozed off in the car. He wasn't picking up my calls. She is very broken. Sounds like he's burnt out from working too hard. You should watch out for that. Labor disputes are not fun. You're right. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for taking care of the kids today. It's getting late. I'll take them back now. You exchange looks with Harumasa, who ever so slightly shakes his head. All you can do is watch Kirishima take the kids and leave. Don't worry, I've talked to the kids and slipped GPS trackers and microphones. Okay. Kinda weird. Harumasa hands you a small earpiece. Moments later, Kirishima's scolding comes through. You didn't say anything you shouldn't have today, did you? Oh, we didn't say anything. You're just my living medical supplies. Anyone who dares disobey me will be joining Shinya soon. I could use someone to test the side effects of the latest batch. Through the earpiece, Kirishima's threats continue, with the kids' shaky, suppressed sobs in the background. After a while, Harumasa sets down the earpiece. We have to stop him. We'll use the recordings as evidence, and I'm going to track down the exact coordinates of the sanatorium. But like Kana said, there are other kids there. We can't risk alerting him. Otherwise, knowing what he's like, he'll probably kill them all and cover everything up. As far as the spinal fluid, I'll figure... He's gonna donate his own. Are you okay? I'm fine. Just a bit worn out today. Let's head back first. Oh no! It's gonna be the sad backstory. No! Oh, and the... Oh no, the master has a headband as well. That's the one he wears. Oh no! I don't know if I'm ready for this. You don't have Seth and Tsukishiro. Most every one of them are the cops. Ah! Honestly, Angel, you have Miyabi. You don't need anyone else. Afternoon tea. Thank you, Master. Remember, Harumasa, what do we do before snack time? It's time for that. I need to go get the shot in my neck first. Yep. Oh no. That's right. And don't forget your daily medicine. These are all necessary things to help you get better. I don't think it's going to help him get better. Don't worry, Master. I'm not afraid of pain or medicine. But the medicine, it's bitter like the black coffee that you always drink. You're going to get better soon. I don't think he's going to get better soon. If I keep being a good boy, will I get a prize? What did you have in mind? I want your headband. With that, I'll be as good as you. Every shot from my bow will be a bullseye. The headband isn't what does that. Very well though, but you have to keep being a good boy, okay? Oh goodness, you've been awfully quiet. You okay? Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, back to what we were saying. I've been dodging this topic, but someone as sharp as you probably figured it out already. I'm just like those kids. I have ears. I too have ears on my head. This disease affects different parts of the body for different people. For me, it's mainly my lungs and heart. As you can see, it's also caused by chronic condition. You okay? Don't worry, my condition is mild. I'm not going to die that easily. You know what they say? The bad guys always live the longest. Kirishima's the bad guy though. Why? I hope he doesn't stick around. Back when I was first diagnosed, my parents took me to the best hospital in the city. They told me they'd get some food for me while we waited, but they never came back. I was too little to even speak properly then, but Even if I knew where home was, there was no going back. After that, Master took me in. He taught me a lot of things like how to draw a bow and how to wield a blade. And how to survive in this world with this body of mine. He said he wanted to cure me, so every day I took lots of meds and got injections in the back of my neck. It wasn't until much later I realized they weren't giving me shots but extracting materials from me to make the booster drug. If you play Star Wars, do you remember the March 7th and Honkai fused together to make... Oh, yeah. Dude, I can... Actually, yeah, March 7th Ulta has pink hair, so I can see that. Is he ether resistant? No. But he has the same... He does have ether resistance, but like... to an extent, right? And the side effect is that his lungs are like all damaged. But like he also has the ether aptitude as well. That's why he can like go in the hollows and stuff like that. The choker I wear is actually to cover the scars on my neck. But hey, looks pretty good, doesn't it? I've said more than I should, but that's all in the past now. I don't care anymore. I care though. You don't have to look so sad, but thank you. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. I think I know what Kirishima is after. He said he wants to help me find Master, but what he really wants is the research data and drug samples my Master left behind. But now that it's come to this, I have no choice but to confront him. Not just for my Master, but for the sake of those kids too. When the time comes, I'll be counting on your guidance. Which is going to be right now. Soldier 11 is... Oh, well, there you go, Angel. That's 2 teams. Soldier 11 and Miyabi. You got 2 teams ready to go. Didn't expect Harumasa to have a backstory like that. So all those times he was slacking off or taking sick leave, it was actually because of his health issues, not an excuse. In case, I thought he was just a natural slacker. Now I feel bad about it. But let's wait for his message. I feel like that's the sentiment of everyone. Like, once you realize, oh, he's actually like a really sick child. All the jokes about him being a slacker kind of sucks now. Oh, whoopsie. Name written in water, part 3. Yo, you're right on time. I made plans with Kirishima, and we're going to go to the base where our Master used to hide. When the time comes, I'll be counting on you, partner. Don't worry. Just as I thought, with you around, I always feel incredibly safe. But before we set off, I need to do one thing. Don't worry, it's not something that'll require you to put in extra effort. It's just a normal leave request. Oh, is this... Okay, no, never mind. Harumasa, you're late again, and... Weiss? Ah, he's with me. He mentioned wanting to join HSO, so he's here to check out the place. Sure. You got great potential. I'm sure with a little effort, you'll make it into HSO. But I'm here today because I have a few things I want to say. Aren't you here because today is a work day? Well, actually no. But Yanagi, I wanted to thank you for everything. I know you've done a lot for me. My leave excuses are all over the place, but you always managed to fight for my case with the higher-ups. Without your help, I would have been called in by the higher-ups for my ridiculous number of absences. Man, I hate to admit it, but even though we joined around the same time, you're way ahead of me now. Yeah. I mean, hey, there's plenty of content for you to catch up on, Angel, so have at it. Chief Miyabi, thank you for your trust all this time. If it weren't for you, HSO probably never would have accepted someone like me with all my health issues. Like I said before, I chose you because you're strong. And little Sokaku, I'm sorry for always pulling you aside at work to lecture you. I was actually just trying to slack off. Asaba, did something happen? It's nothing. It's just... Starting today, I need to take a little vacation to take care of some important matters. As the chief would put it, I'm doing a training tied to my past self. Oh, so you're training. Is there anything we can help you with, Harumasa? Nope. But if you really want to help, perhaps you could take over my workload. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Training is good, but don't push yourself too hard. I trust you, both as your superior and as your friend. Whatever you have to do, just get back here on time. That's right. If you run into any problems, contact us anytime. Yeah, if you're not back on time, there won't be any snacks left in the office. I'll eat them all. Sokaku's so cute. I'll be back as soon as I can. We leave the HSO with Harumasa. Was it a death flag? Yeah, honestly. Of course not. I just feel a little sentimental about having to leave my team for a while. It's getting late. Let's get ready to enter the hollow. Alrighty. I'm assuming there's going to be a trial agent team again, right? Yeah, let's go with the trial team. The intended usage, right? That's why I'm so motivated. Yeah, I guess you put it like that. That's one way to put it. Oh, right. Yeah, shootings. This is actually such a cool mechanic. I'm glad they're using this in Harumasa's agent story. The actual, like, aiming stuff. Also, I like this new zone, like the containment shipping area. Oh, no, I don't want to go into Chingy. Ah, it's fine. Actually, they're dead anyway. You can open the chest. Oh! Oh! Okay, that's kind of cool. Can I absorb? Ah, I can't absorb them from far away. Was there a chest somewhere earlier? Can I? Oh! Do they give polychromes though, or is it just regular little old stuff? Let me have a look and see here. Now I'm gonna be keeping my eyes for that the entire time. Oh my goodness. Oh! Oh, but it's just Denny's. Okay, that's fine. Ah, oh yeah, it's just Denny's and some upgrade materials. It's okay. I'll try and keep an eye out for them, but it won't be like a train smash if I do miss them. But I'm only gonna be looking for that now this entire time. Any chests over here? Not that I can see. What's wrong? Oh, he's getting sick. Just haven't gotten much sleep lately. Feeling a little tired. Should we get out of here first? You don't look okay? Observation. Asaba Harumasa is exhibiting hand tremors, coughing, and reduced accuracy during combat. Hypothesis. This is likely linked to his physical condition. Suggestion. Leave the hollow environment now and rest. I haven't been at my best, but it's no big deal. I can't rest now. You know how much this means to me. I need to see it through. My last chance? Okay, this is too many death flags, Harumasa. Even if it means risking your health? I need an answer. And more importantly, I cannot let Kirishima get to Master first or obtain his research data and drug samples. If my Master's research falls into his hands, a lot of people will die. And not just patients suffering from ears, but many ordinary people will become his test subjects. It's like Pandora's box. Once it's open, there's no going back. He won't stop pursuing his grand ambitions, regardless of how many people he sacrifices. I won't allow it. So please, I need your help. Dude, one man, it's so good. It's so good. Fight with me until the very end. If anything goes wrong, we have to leave. If you insist, but promise me you won't push yourself too hard. Thank you, partner. Don't worry, I value my life highly, and the last thing I do is push myself too hard. Alright, let's keep going. Like that second chapter where you go out with the kids. Oh. Should we be doing this? What if his condition gets worse? Do we have plan B? I guess we can contact section 6. If anything really does go wrong, they'll be able to get here in time. Oh, hello. Little stun going here as well. I'm curious to see how they like cap this off at like the end. Because I'm assuming, I don't want to assume, but like there's a whole stuff about how there's like maybe he's gonna donate the spinal fluid, but I don't know. Does he need to? If we just find Kirishima? Also, like, what is this? What is the master's research? Like, what did he find out and discover that other guys after so badly? Because it sounds like Harumasa actually likes his master, even though, you know, I guess because he did train him to be the guy he is now, even though he was like experimented on stuff. Harumasa, you finally arrived. As I said before, there are plenty of clues left behind by your master here. As long as we follow these clues, we'll definitely track him down. I hope so. By the way, I found some sort of mechanism your master left here. I spent ages trying to open it, but no luck. He sure is cautious. Why not take a look? Maybe you'll have what it takes to crack it. I'll take you there now. Oh, by the way, the weather and time inside can be chaotic. No need to remind me of that. I almost forgot, you're now an experienced executive officer. Follow me. Ooh, this is giving me the bringer vibes again. Oh, and this is that song. This is the place. Looks like the elevator system's been out of order for a long time and some places are inaccessible. Look at that suspicious container. Knowing your master, there's definitely some kind of clue hidden inside. I've racked my brains and tried all sorts of methods, but I still can't get it to open. So it's all up to you now. Hurry and figure out something out. Harumasa doesn't respond. Instead, he surveys the area, then suddenly bends down to pick up a piece of nondescript paper in the corner. The paper looks very old, and the writing on it is faded due to years of wear. But what caught the eye is a special mark in the lower right corner. Oh, it's the arrow symbol that he has as his phone password. The aged paper once contained many words, however, after enduring the ravages of time, only fragments can still be deciphered, such as words like price, salvation, and exchange the present for possibilities. In addition, there's a symbol. Oh, do I have to draw the symbol? Harumasa deliberately avoids Kirishima's gaze and carefully tucks the piece of paper away and then gives the Bangboo in front of him a quick wink. Alright, let's dig into this and see how we can crack the puzzle he left us. Where are the other ones? Oh, I see. Make the arrow symbol? Yep. And then... Oh! What's wrong? Not feeling well? I'm fine. Harumasa pauses for a second before finally opening up the shipping container. As expected, it's filled with daily items, medical equipment, and heaps of research materials. Kirishima seems to be desperately looking for something amidst these items. At the same time, Harumasa hides in Kirishima's blind spot, quietly opening up the paper from before. It's a letter. Don't tell me it's a letter the master left to Harumasa. Only fragments. Oh, this is what we saw earlier. Apart from that, there's also that unique symbol, the key to this mystery. Harumasa reaches out and gently brushes his fingers over the symbol. Perhaps it was your imagination, but you think you saw his hand trembling just now. When I was being experimented on, there were other adults around Master who always seemed to be busy. Master told me they were there to keep an eye on him. They weren't friends. So we agreed that if I wanted time alone with him, I'd draw the symbol on a note. Then he'd come find me by himself, teach me archery or just tell me stories. Meanwhile, Kirishima finally stopped his rummaging, seemingly finding nothing. Nothing here either. What are you looking for? Nothing. Just seems like there's nothing here that could help us find Master. But as I thought, you're the only one who can solve this puzzle. Good thing I brought you here. You knew him better than anyone. I used to think I knew him, just like everyone thinks they know their family. But now I'm not so sure. I never thought there'd be nothing but junk here. Where did he hide it? At that moment, a loud rumbling sound suddenly comes from a distance. The long, silent elevator slowly starts up. So it is connected to the elevator. Does that mean he must have hidden it? I mean, I know another place we can reach by elevator. There must be a clue about your master there. Come with me. Are we heading off somewhere else? Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, these are just little explodey guys. No more crates to snipe? Ooh, higher and higher we go. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What the heck? Harumasa was tweaking out there, just like slashing the air non-stop. Oh, I accidentally shot a crate. I'll take that. Oh, and there are polychromes, yeah. Iris is this way, but there's something around here, I can tell. Oh, so what's up, Nanora? Long time no see. Hopefully you're doing well this festive season. Let's head out over here. Oh, okay, no, we're moving, what's over here? Nothing. Uh-oh. Let's find this. What's behind door number 2? Oh, it's the Thrashian. Oh, and a... Oh. Did my master become that? That ethereal keeps circling around the briefcase. It's almost like it's guarding it on purpose. Forget about the ethereal. Go get that briefcase now. There's got to be something inside that'll help us find Master's whereabouts. Don't tell me that is the Master. Yep, Master's clothes are scattered near that ethereal, and those are definitely his glasses. Is he really still alive? Try not to think about that right now. I know you've been after what's inside the briefcase from the start. There are no clues leading to Master in there, just the booster drug he left behind. And I know you want to use Master's work to advance your own research, creating the so-called miracle drug that allows humans to conquer the hollows. And that's why you built the sanatorium. But in reality, it's just your lab for human experiments, where you harvest materials from sick kids. I know it all. And the team is rescuing those kids from your sanatorium as we speak. So tell me, is he still alive? Guess I couldn't have fooled you after all. You even got the sanatorium's coordinates. Whatever, it's not the important anyway. Now that the puzzle's solved, you're useless to me. Since we've known each other for so many years, I'll tell you. Your precious master? Yep, he's the ethereal. I watched him get corrupted with my own eyes. He foolishly tried to go against the power players. It's only fitting he ends up like this. If anyone's at fault, it's your master. He didn't understand the value of this research. This is a chance to go down in history. Once we make a true ether aptitude booster, we'll no longer fear the hollows. We could even conquer them. When that time comes, a new world will be born, and I will be... Okay, let's calm down. Even if it means stepping over countless bodies? You mean those patients? They're just necessary sacrifices on the path to a new world. Just like you. Even without my involvement, you wouldn't live much longer. So in a sense, I'm putting waste to good use. Wouldn't you agree? You really have the nerve to say that? Deep down, you know it too. For this great research, your sacrifices are insignificant. I feel like it's the fact that the research is based on their sacrifices, I would say it's very significant. That's why the power players turn to me to continue the research. There aren't that many patients with ears. Even if you develop a drug without side effects, there's not enough for mass production. That's just a minor issue. At that point, we can simply induce the disease in ordinary people. Humans are an abundant resource. This is way easier than my current research. You don't know, do you? The power players have done many experiments already, and they've used up plenty of patients like you, though only your master's results were stable. Too bad he grew sentimental, which led to his okay, so even though the master was experimenting on people, he was a good guy, I guess. Feeling pity for someone with one foot in the coffin like you. He never hesitated when extracting your spinal fluid before, but he refused to perform the final experiment at the last minute. That's why the power players got rid of him. You mean he... You're deteriorating rapidly. Looks like luck is on my side. As long as I'm alive, I won't let you have that briefcase. More ethereals are showing up. We need to take them out first. And then we're gonna assume, I assume, fight the big guy. Also, these are new materials. They have little, like, what is that, spikes on their back. Hello. Oh, and then they drop on the floor that I also have to kill those as well, I guess. Oh yeah. Here we go. By the time you clear out the ethereals, Kirishima has already vanished. He must have slipped away. We don't know what he'll do next. Should we go after him? No, let's get the briefcase. Kirishima said you were deteriorating. Please talk to me. I'm fine, just feeling a little dizzy. You know what would be really cool? It'd be cool if you could snipe off the, like, because Harumasa can aim, if you could, like, snipe the critters off the backs to, like, take them away, like, to, instead of having to defeat a stronger version and then destroy the little critter, if you could snipe the critter off of them and then, like, convert them back to their regular form, that'd be really cool. Yeah, I was wondering this entire time, like, why are there these little, like, 1 HP monsters after everything else? If you don't tell me the truth right now, I'll end our partnership immediately. Kirishima extracts spinal fluid from those kids regularly, but they're not in good shape. If this goes on, they'll likely relapse. Yep. So I had them use my spinal fluid instead. We needed to find Master and secure the drug samples he left. Losing Kirishima would have meant losing our only lead to the power players behind him. After taking everything into consideration, it was my only option. It's fine, the dose was small enough not to cause any serious side effects. Besides, my tolerance is different from theirs. My body is used to this kind of strain. More importantly, I still have things to do. Get the briefcase and put an end to that ethereal. Might sound stupid, but I don't want him wandering around forever in the hollows in that form. Hollow Zero, but it's a weekly co-op. Dude, that'd be... I just want... Just any co-op. Any co-op and I would love that, Chem. You're in really bad shape and you still want to fight that ethereal? Don't worry. No one values my life more than I do. Harumasa looks back, smiles at you mischievously like usual, his yellow headband fluttering in the wind. Then he grips his longbow tightly and charges forward without the slightest hesitation. Alrighty, time to fight Thrashian. Alright, it's showtime. Okay, I will say, after being able to fight Thrashian with like my regular teams, using Chingy, who I've never played before, it is a little bit like of a learning curve now, all of a sudden. Hang on, why couldn't I do the infinite dodge? Uh-oh. I also need to make sure I have enough HP after this, because I think I need what, like... don't I need, what is it called, like 30% average HP overall? The devs haven't talked about anything about co-op as of late, but it is something that was in the beta, so like, it is something that can exist, we just don't know when it's gonna come. Okay, I remember how to make Chingy now. You just mash the dodges. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's so cool. Like, using the dodges, using the flips to like dodge the attacks is really cool. Does this thing have a second phase? No, it doesn't, right? Oh, Harumasa's like little... I'm trying to read these little dialogues there. Oh. Everyone, keep quiet. Agent story. Harumasa, no! No, he's not gonna turn into ethereal, is he? Eos! Get him, Eos! No! No, don't kick the Bangboo! Oh! If... Is Harumasa about to morb? All the kids. This is actually just like the 1.4 story as well, when he shoots the arrow into the bringer's like thing. Oh, the master! It's like the father-son Kamehameha! Oh my gosh! Oh, and then the music! Oh my goodness! Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna like knock the briefcase out of his head. We're just straight up killing a guy. Okay, never mind. Okay, maybe not killing him, just paralyzing him. Wait. What happens if he... They're not gonna let him die. Surely not. Hang on. Surely... Oh, hang on a second. He's gonna be okay, right? Oh no! Not more sad backstory. Your headband is yours now. As I promised, but don't think it'll help you hit 10 bullseyes in a row while wearing it. Okay, yeah. You know what, Nami? You're absolutely true. I still need to go on dates with him! Come on! Don't let him die! Thank you, Master. Harumasa? Huh? Nothing. If one day I'm not around anymore, you must keep up with your medication and routine checkups. Do you understand? Are you leaving? Just like mom and dad? Did I do something wrong? It's not your fault. I'm just really tired. Maybe it's time for me to skip work and take a break. But not yet. I've still got a lot of work to do, and I will finish it. Will you come back after your break? If I have the chance, I will. I once thought I could save more people. At least that's what they told me. If the gods have abandoned this world, trapping us in endless calamity, then we must reclaim the power of the gods with our mortal bodies, regardless of the cost or sacrifice. But this is wrong. I can't exchange this real, immediate suffering right in front of me for a distant and uncertain possibility. And who am I to trample on the lives of others in the name of sacrifice? I have no right. One who offers salvation in exchange for sacrifice is not a god, but evil. So, Asaba Harumasa. Huh? I wish for your life to always be your own, not a sacrifice for anyone or anything. Danjik Harumasa was meant to be the sacrifice, and I think what they're getting at is that instead of injecting Harumasa, they injected the master instead because he didn't want to sacrifice him. And I'm sorry. With Section 6's help, Kirishima and his accomplices are swiftly subdued. The unconscious Harumasa is rushed to the hospital. Harumasa's state is dire and is given a critical condition notice. But just when the doctors are out of options, he miraculously awakes. Several days later, in the Section 6 office, the once sterile workspace now seems to have been decorated carefully. What's all the fuss? This isn't some kind of prank, is it? Not a prank, we are celebrating the return of a teammate who's recovered from a serious illness. Dude, yeah. Like, one man, yeah, I see what you mean about this being better than, like, Rina's story. That's right, we've prepared lots of yummy goodies. Asaba, you're on time today. We're good, very good. To celebrate, we've invited a very special guest. Is it me? It me! A warm welcome to our executive officer who's back on the job. Man, just hearing back on the job gives me instant work fatigue. But all jokes aside, thanks guys. If it weren't for our smart proxy calling for backup early, and my dear teammates coming to the rescue just in time, my ashes would have been floating out to sea already. You almost sound disappointed. Also, shout out to Harumasa. You know he's a real one because he wouldn't let Kirishima kick the little Eos. Like, it's like kicking a small little puppy, and he went and like saved it. Executive Officer Asaba Harumasa, you've done great work and saved countless civilians from the Hollows. You are indispensable to Section 6, and with you here, we can make a real difference and help more people. I'm very proud of you. Why so formal all of a sudden? You're making me blush, but thanks. What was that saying again? Those who survive a catastrophe are destined for great fortune. Yes, I'll take a fortune cookie. You have a nice chat with everyone in Section 6. Unfortunately, work comes in and they start getting loaded with dull paperwork. Harumasa winks at you and excuses himself to rest as he's still recovering. This guy, he's got slacking off down pat. At Harumasa's invitation, you join him on the rooftop where he often sneaks off to at work. Nothing beats a place where you can feel the breeze. To be honest, I didn't think I'd get to see you again when I injected that drug in my neck. I thought I was done for. The doctors said the fact I was alive was sheer luck. Not to mention how quick my recovery was. They couldn't explain it and called it a miracle of modern medicine. Yes, I can be lucky too sometimes. What happened to Kirishima? The kids at the sanatorium were all rescued and taken to a specialized hospital. Their conditions are stable now, and I'll be helping with their living expenses. As for the power players behind the scenes, we managed to get several names out of Kirishima during his interrogation. I'd say that is a decent lead for us to work with. Did you take care of everything with the master? I've collected his belongings and the funeral's next month, though I might be the only one attending. Harumasa lifts up his hand and gently brushes the end of his yellow headband. To me, Master was my only family, so I was fixated on getting an answer from him. I wanted to ask him, why did he have to leave me without saying a word, just like my birth parents did? But now it just feels like none of that matters anymore. The deceit and exploitation were real, but so were the care and kindness. If suffering and happiness can coexist, then maybe love and hate can too. Do you forgive him?
つまり許すってのは
I wouldn't call it forgiveness, it's just acceptance.
いいことも悪い
I take it as it is, good or bad,
苦し
pain
み
or
も
joy.
喜びも
There's nothing I don't
何も
accept.
かも
Perhaps that's what makes up life itself.
悪いことは必
There's
ず
always going to be evil, but there's always going to be good out there too.
絶望的なピンチ
Like how I was on the brink, but recovered miraculously. Even though I've lost family,
記憶の
I
中
got to
の家
meet
族
you
が
and my amazing teammates. Suddenly, a phone rings. It's Harumasa's special doctor. Mr. Asaba Harumasa, based on your recent test results, we have a hypothesis that we think you need to know. Our analysis suggests that the drug you injected may have actually saved your life. Don't tell me that the master switched it out. Instead of making a booster thing, he was like, I'm gonna switch it out at the last minute, make a drug that will save Harumasa instead.
どういうことです
That drug was supposed to be poison to me and accelerate my disease. It's more like a special cure tailored just for you. The master was researching the entire time how to save him. We have detected active residual ingredients inside your body that not only control the disease, but are a perfect match for your physiology. In other words, this medicine only works on you. It must have been made by someone who knew your condition inside and out. It's just a shame that it is an unfinished product. But it's still incredible how it brought you back from the brink of death. Harumasa hangs up the phone after a brief chat with the doctor. He looks a little confused, as if he needs a long time to process this fact.
つまり
But it wasn't a miracle. Oh, that's why the master was guarding it! Oh my goodness!
お師匠さんが残したのは
The medicine your master left behind wasn't any kind of booster drug.
薬なんかじゃな
It was made specially to treat your
君の
illness.
症状を抑えるため
No
だけ
wonder
に
the
作られ
ethereal
た
stayed near it.
そういうことみたいだ
I wonder when he stopped working on the ether booster drug and began focusing on creating a cure for me.
全然
I had no idea.
そうか
Oh, that's probably why those people decided to get rid of him. He leans against the rooftop railing and stays quiet for a long time. Just when you think he's dozed off, he breaks the silence.
付き合ってくれたのか
Thanks for being here.
あんたでよ
I'll live my life to the fullest, don't worry.
けど
But if one day I become sick and turn into an ethereal, don't
エ
frown.
テリアスになった
We all know that day is gonna come sooner or later.
とにかく
When that happens, and if you're around, I hope you can do me a small favor and end my life.
エテリアスのまま
Don't leave me wandering forever as an ethereal in a hollow, please. I promise.
わかったありがとう
Thank you.
ま
Though I really hope that day
僕だって
doesn't come anytime
それ
soon.
じゃ
Alright,
僕たちみん
let's both aim to live our
な
lives to the
め
fullest.
ちゃくちゃで
In this messed up, wounded, yet so brilliantly beautiful world. After enjoying the calm for a while, you suddenly receive a message from Harumasa. To celebrate his partial recovery, he wants to invite everyone for a small gathering at the port. The kids as well? Just the Bangboos. Oh, it's, everyone's here. Also, shout out to... Oh, I thought they said Bangboo Batman. Bangboo Boatman. Take a picture of that. This ship will set sail soon. Please prepare to board. If you'd like a group photo, please take it here. Time for a group photo. Oh, we didn't get in there ourselves? Okay, I guess. This is a nice photo. Oh, the little boat boo's eyes are closed. No, hang on. No, boat boo's eyes were closed. After that, everyone tries sea fishing under Harumasa's guidance. After some initial confusion, everyone gradually finds their rhythm and catches some fish. If you ask who caught the most, of course it's Harumasa. With his usual mischievous smile, his golden pupils reflecting the vast sky and ocean, the wind blows, gently lifting his headband like a long-delayed farewell. Perhaps the long night hasn't ended, but hope always glows with golden light. You know what? The Yanagi smile is worth it, though. That is it. Dude! Oh, I just have so much more appreciation for Harumasa now. Now I gotta raise him, right? Now I gotta build him. Void, yeah. I mean, I already kind of have him built, Well, not really, but like, I can get him to level 60. I need to get a bunch of his skill materials and stuff like that. Man. I feel like I'm obligated to build Harumasa now. That agent story was so good. I don't think I'll go for Mindscapes, but oh boy, what a good agent story. And I think that's probably where we're going to end it today. They treated the chronic illness really, really well. Like, with the kids, with him as well, like, they were, again, this and the Rena story, like, it was such a, how do I word this? It was so real. It was such like a real story. And it's very interesting that at the end they say like, he still has the disease, but like, oh, that twist of like the miracle like saving him with that, and so like obviously the master switched over. Oh. Oh, what's up, Toaster? You just hit 40. Oh, 40k. That's a good amount. I mean, with 40k, you're absolutely guaranteed to get Astro Yao when she does come out. Oh, but now, you know what? To end off the stream, I know what to do. Let's hang out with them. I don't want to ask him how his health is. We know it's bad. Let's just ask him how's work been. The first thing you ask someone about is work? It's pretty creepy. I wanted to ask when you would take a break. I'm a little sensitive to the word work. I can take a break anytime. Let's go out. Luminous Square sounds good. It seems like I haven't been there in a long time. Let's meet at Luminous Square. Oh, this is quality time. So this is the new mode. Meet up with Asuba Harumasa at the metro entrance at Luminous Square. You have to get Strian as well when she comes out. She might. I mean, depending on when she comes and like how much polychromes you have saved up at the time, you never know. You could get her. You're quite familiar with this place too, huh? I often see you wandering around here. Speaking of, you're not walking around Luminous Square luring out cats and dogs, are you? What a weird question. Is that what you think of me? Alright, enough joking around. Let's take a walk. By the way, if we run into any colleagues along the way, I'll need you to cover for me. The last thing I want to do is be dragged back to work while I'm hanging out. Oh, got it. Harumasa, calm down. What's the rush? What's the hurry? You said a walk. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, is this the thing where our walk is slower than his walk, but our run is faster than it? We can keep up at a decent jogging pace. Harumasa is intrigued by the fat cat. I knew there'd be kittens around here. You tried quality time once and haven't since. Not sure how or if it ends in enter. Well, I guess we'll find out now ourselves. I have an important question to ask you. Do I look scary? Not really. I think the same when I look in the mirror. I look so approachable and friendly, don't I? But this cat actually started hissing at me the moment it saw me. Try meowing. If you tell me to meow and I do it, wouldn't that be a little awkward? Do it. Please meow. Since you asked nicely. Meow. This little cat isn't reacting at all. How cold. I have a better idea than meowing. Meow. Oh. Why does it look even angrier? Isn't this supposed to be the universal summoning technique for cats and dogs? I thought it was pss, 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 not shh, shh, shh. To be honest, it might be someone who cats just don't... I might just be someone who cats just don't like very much. Maybe it's because they don't like my scent. You smell that? Okay, well, that's a bit weird to say. I might smell a little like medicine and disinfectant, but I hope you don't mind. The little stray I have at home, well, when it first saw me, was very cautious as well. I managed to coax it out in the end though. As long as I put in the effort, this one should be fine too, especially with you by my side. You played with the kitten for a while with Harumasa. Thanks to his relentless efforts and the magic of canned food, the kitten finally stopped being so guarded and even started licking Harumasa's fingers. That's mission accomplished, but it's getting late, I should head back. I had a great time today. But with you, everything seems to be fun no matter what we do. Oh, is that it? Oh, and now we can free roam. What now? Oh, you just exit quality time. Is there anything else we can like do while we're here? So essentially quality time is like a regular date or like a regular thing where you message them. It's just like there's a little bit extra now afterwards. Like now after you do the little trust event, you can walk around with them. Harumasa, climb like a monkey. Go. Ride the little carts. Can you do anything? Can I? Oh, okay. Should the agent follow? Wait, what? Currently unable to... Oh, I'm assuming you need to be at like level 2 or something to enable the follow mode. Encounter fun events. I mean, I'm assuming that's like the arcade stuff, right? I want to see... Let's try and find one at least. Maybe at the newsstand? Oh, this is a regular newsstand. I'm assuming I need to look for like an exclamation point above his head, right? Also, shout out, I really like this calm, relaxing music. I'm trying to find something fun for us to do, Harumasa. Stop complaining. You can also... Oh, you can do unique stuff. Oh, okay. I think that's probably like the... That's what the... what is it called? Like the inviting to the arcade stuff is, right? Harumasa, I'm sorry to say there's nothing to do in Luminous Square, apparently. You wanna go get a coffee, I guess? Or whatever this is? Coca. Alright, well, I guess we'll just end the quality time. Thanks, Harumasa. There'll be text on screen that says that he's found something interesting nearby. Ah, I see. Do I have everything here? Otherwise, though, man, Harumasa's story, so good. I'm so glad I went and did that now. Everyone was absolutely right. It is such a good story. Actually, I wonder, is there anything from that story? It's been a while since I last checked the memory board. Do we have anything else we can put up from there? It does not look like it. Alright. Otherwise though, I think then that'll be it for the stream today. It is getting late for me. I need to still do dishes. And like go to bed early because I need to go pick up my mom from the airport tomorrow. Flying over to spend Christmas this side. But thank you all for joining. I have a family photo there. Wait, what? Do I? When you say family photo, do you mean like of me and Weiss? Or me and Belle? But yeah, otherwise though, thank you all for joining today. Hopefully you enjoyed the Harumasa agent story. I know I did. I absolutely did. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. As always, like and subscribe, all that nonsense, to be always updated for any videos I put out. Oh, the cutting hairs, yeah. And I don't know when next I'll go live. It's because I am going to be quite busy this week with... I'm moving apartments later this week. So that is going to be a bit busy on my side. But probably I'll be doing a stream or two like sometime in the new year. But until then though, I hope you all have a good festive season. If it's Christmas already for you or Christmas Eve already for you. Hope you have a good Christmas if you do celebrate it. Hope you all stay safe. Hope you all stay happy. Stay very merry and jolly. And until next time, thank you all for watching. Bye bye.